if everything. No, YouTube, please. For the love of God. I think we're live now. I think we're live. I can check. Open up YouTube. My channel. Hey, are we live? Hey, we're live. Hello, everybody. What is up? I'm Gary O Gaming.
I'm Merlin Man, the Afro Can.
You don't even have to put the microphone in.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We set up two mics. Welcome to the Baron Bird podcast. We're here with, as usual, the boy, Skinny Penis.
I'm Nathaniel. It's just Nathaniel.
Me and the bear.
Hi.
I'm not feeling too hot today, guys, but...
You're not feeling too hot today?
I pushed through. My social media is very low, and I'm running on empty, but that doesn't mean I can't be funny joke.
Funny joke.
Speaking of something funny, I'm on Twitter. I'm just going to read this. It finally happened. The flight attendant asked, "Is there a doctor on this flight?" And I looked up and said, "Yes." Did a tracheotomy at 300 feet, 30,000 feet with a razor blade and a ballpoint pen. He'd make it, but the thrill was undeniable. Thinking about going to doctor school now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I just killed a man.
I actually arrived on time
What's
for
up?
once.
Hey,
What's up?
Kid
Yo,
Combo.
Dark Queasy.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
switch
it's
my
Kid
camera.
Combo.
Hey.
Kid Combo.
Yo, Kid Combo's here in the building.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm getting known by my friends.
Yeah, dude. Kid Combo. If you're not subscribed to Kid Combo, what the fuck are you doing? You don't post anything.
My fighting game channel.
Yeah, dude.
I don't post anything on it because right now I'm in a tight spot where like everyone fucking knows how to play fighting games. So if you're watching fighting games, you know how to play fighting games. So, I'd rather base my audience of I need to post me playing online, playing ranked matches, and just doing funny shit. Or else, because that will draw in new people that are like, hey, I'm seeing a lot of this Street Fighter thing, so why is it popping up in my sub box? Why is it in my recommended? So then if I can get more people that are casual people who have never played Street Fighter, and then I could introduce them slowly through the tutorials that I make, which are pretty funny, by the way.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah, some of my tutorials will talk about like I can't even say words, so I try to say terminology, and I'm like termination, fighting game termination, and then like I make fun of myself, and it's just really funny in general.
Dude, that reminds me, because like every time you bring it up when we play the game, because I have a WWE 2011, and I'm letting the audience know because I know you guys know this. But oh nice, we already got a like spicy. It's like when we were looking at Felipe's character, and you're like, that looks like a discount Terminator, and you were like, it's a task manager.
It's a task manager.
That's all I think about every time when you just messed up terminology, and you're like, I can't remember what you said.
It's so funny because like whenever like I make videos, it's me sitting in front of like the webcam, which is I'm not used to that, obviously. So I do a lot of these motions in front of the I talk with my hands, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, how can I edit myself to be funny? So there was a time where I was talking, and my mouth was really dry.
Yeah.
So I started like stumbling my words. And then I was like, and then I said, you know what? My mouth is really dry, so I got a cup of water, and I drank it. I said, because it went down, and I felt it, and I was like, ugh. Then I said, and then I burped, and then it's the funniest shit, because like I follow the cup, I make the edits, follow the cup all the way up to my mouth, and it follows the cup when I'm drinking it, and I put it back, and then it follows my hand as I hit my chest, and then it zooms into my face as I burp, and then I write sorry. It's so funny. I have to show you guys. It's the funniest thing.
Oh, dude, awesome.
It's so fun when you can make videos and you can make fun of yourself, because like you're like, oh, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun.
That's like, I have no experience in like video editing, but for my ear training class, I have to do videos of me singing, and I always mess up. And I told somebody, because I was like, oh, I want to like make the teacher laugh as they're grading me. And so I suggested the idea of like, what if I just did ASMR solfege? And the person I was talking to, who's like, don't do that. That's not soulphage, but okay.
It was funny because the other day she was doing her ear training homework, and like she was setting up the computer to like record and everything. I'm like, you can do it on your phone. And she's like, what do you mean? And she was like, you can upload from your phone. I'm like, yeah, that's how I used to do it.
That's the OG days, dude.
Yeah.
I remember.
I like pulled up my phone and I was like, I haven't uploaded to my phone in a long time, and I'm like,
To be honest, I've never uploaded a video from my phone.
really?
Yeah, I've never done that. For me, it was when I started YouTube. I didn't have a capture card, but I wanted to do gaming videos.
Yeah.
So I had a camera, and I shoved that shit into a side of like a crate. So
Oh,
it
I
stood up.
remember.
The
You
way
showed
it
me the crate,
stood up,
yeah.
so it would stand up. I just record my screen like that, and then I would record it on an SD card. So I take out the SD card, I plug that shit in my computer, and then from the computer I'd upload. It was a very overly complicated process, but I loved it so goddamn much because like it was just so fucking stupid. And
I bet it felt really good.
it felt really good. I was like, oh, hacker man. You know, I can fucking upload shit from an SD card. It was like this shit like 64 megabyte SD card because you know, cameras weren't so hot back in like 2006. So it was just fun. It was fun though.
It sounds like a fun time.
It was being young and wanting to do YouTube. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I remember
Except children shouldn't do it.
The who?
Children shouldn't do it.
We were
know.
preteens.
Yeah.
I think you were younger than you were like.
I'm on my third YouTube channel, to be honest, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. So my first ever YouTube channel, get ready for this, was called WWE Man 24.
Nice.
I
And
remember you told me.
and you
about
know
it.
some shit was stupid. I was you know do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
But then somebody fucking hacked my shit and uploaded porn on my channel. So I'm like,
Oh.
close that channel. No more.
So
None
you
of
just
that.
shut that
I shut that shit down as soon as I could. Now that was probably in 2008. 2008. I was 8 years old. Why do I have a YouTube channel that has a single digit number? What the fuck? So then in
A
2000
single digit number.
yeah, single. I'm 8 years old. I'm not even like 2 digits yet. So age 12 comes around, and I'm like, and X 13. No, it was I'm stupid. It was 13 years old because X13 was the
Yeah,
I was old.
yeah.
So it was. I made an Xbox Live account in 2011. So it was Ednog X11, and then I had another YouTube channel 2 years later. That's when I was 13. And then I don't even fucking know what my subject matter was stupid back then. It's still stupid now, but
It was definitely inconsistent.
yeah. I really want pretty okay to do stuff.
Yeah.
I really do.
What are we just waiting on? We're just waiting on Moses and Ruben to get together so we can film something, right?
Yeah. Also, like the things that we recorded, I don't think it's salvageable. There's humming noises in the background and shit like that. I just don't want to put it. But it was fun. It was fun to record. So
Yeah, it was
so
a
we
fun
just
show.
gotta do that again.
And we just gotta. I did get a new game that I think we'd really like. It's the one that we picked up.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really cool to
yeah.
play. We just have to get past that first
Yeah.
fucking boss.
Yeah. And then what I'm as much as I say I want it to come off the ground, and I really do. It's gonna be really hard with these upcoming months and shit's changing. Because I know your situation, and it's gonna be harder for us to really get together and do shit like that. Because I'm not gonna be able to go around a corner and be like, hey, let's do something. I'm gonna have to probably travel quite a bit to go visit you and shit.
Well, that depends because some stuff changed and
Okay.
some of that thing still is happening. I'm not being straight abandoned here.
Okay.
So hopefully we're still here in this location, so we can still, like you're just a corner away, you know.
Yeah. If anything, I'll fucking get a job and I'll help you. If you need help living here, I'll fucking help you with it.
Yeah.
Like that. So,
Another thing I'm thinking, if it's okay, like sometime during the week, like I spend two or 3 days and we just bulk record.
yeah, that's what it's that. And then it'd be really cool because like if you're here, quote unquote alone.
Yeah.
Then we'd have this whole space.
Yeah, that is also true. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, if that's what it comes down to, then I need to get a fucking job.
Yeah. So if anything, I'll see what I can conjure from my black wizardness.
Hopefully we get pizza time rolling.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be really cool. And then so hopefully all that works out properly. If anything, I probably will just spend a few days at your place to bulk record if it comes down to that.
Yeah. You know, the days where I don't have people over.
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna have to work. Yo, what's up,
Hi.
Because as it stands, I only have about Monday to Thursday to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
then your weekend's taken up.
Yeah.
That I think that'll also make it hard for you to. Well, no, because some jobs they're okay if you only come in 4 days out of the week.
That's why, if I was no surrender, I said I want to do 30 hours a week. But I'd rather do Monday, the full shift, and then Tuesday, if anything, I don't want to work for full time.
Yeah.
But I still want to put in 30 plus hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather think if it were up to me, I'd want to do my whole wrestling training schedule. I'd rather train exclusively on the weekends. So go in Saturday night. And then, set Sunday morning and just be done with it like that. And then, work, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 30 plus hours. But it's not up to me at this point because, shit's weird and, it's just shit,
Yeah.
So right now if I work at a restaurant, I'm not going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and have a Thursday off so I can rest. And then,
Then do your training and all that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, that basically leaves, my own schedule.
Definitely. What about you? What have you got going on?
I'm trying to. Hey, everybody. Do you know anybody who needs a mattress or pillowcase?
Oh man!
Look! This podcast is a perfect place.
Saturday, March 7th.
Oh, holy crap! That's coming up really soon. Saturday, March 7th at Fresno City College, there is a mattress fundraiser for the band. We're trying to raise funds so that we can continue. We can go to Carnegie Hall. I know there are older people in the band that have already been to Carnegie and oh yeah, this is my second or third time going, and I'm cool. This is my first time going to perform in Carnegie Hall, which is all the way in the East Coast. It's in New York City, New York. Yeah, and I'm super excited to hop on a plane and travel all the way to New York and play some really, really, really cool music and go to a Broadway musical for a discounted price and eat a lot of good food and spend a lot of money on pizza and whatnot. But we have $40,000 we're trying to raise, and we need to sell 200 mattresses. I know.
That sounds like an absolute dream. If I had $40,000, and I would totally buy all those mattresses.
Look,
yo, Eli's in the chat. What's up, man?
What's up, Eli? What Johnny said. Me too. I entered the Mr. Beast thing. Maybe look, I'm gonna say off the record.
Off the record.
Off the record.
On the record.
Both of you, off the record. I would like to complain to Mr. Beast, and I would like to tell him of my plight, because the band members at Fresno City College are working their asses off to get this $40,000 so that we can go to Carnegie. Our band director is working her tail end off so that we can go to Carnegie Hall. She was out for a whole week because she got sick because she was so stressed about everything about Carnegie Hall, money-wise. She was still sick when she came back. She was she was still very feverish. She was telling us that her voice was going, and she kept coughing. And she's like, I am not feeling well at all. But I'm trying to get as many people as possible to come to our fundraiser. So everybody's working their tail ends off so that we can go. And I would like to complain to somebody with a lot of money, a substantial amount of money, to donate $40,000 so that we can go to Carnegie Hall on top of letting as many people know about this fundraiser we're having. Because there are some students who, and this kind of like makes me a little upset, because there are some people in the band who wanted to go and they signed up and they paid their $100 deposit and then never put in any more money into their account afterwards. And they didn't do the fundraisers that she provided, and we did a couple. You know, the band director, she had put so many opportunities for students to participate in these fundraisers, but people haven't put any money into their accounts, and we're leaving like April 18th. We're leaving. It is super soon, but people haven't put money into their accounts, and you know, whether it be like for financial reasons, which I completely understand. I've been there. I've been in that spot where I'm like, oh, it's really hard to raise money, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way. So it's infuriating. And the people who have put some money in are like, nah, I don't want to go.
Oh, so they're pieces of shit.
Yeah. So I'm just like, dang. So I'm really hoping that we get the 40,000 from the fundraiser on top of any other donations that anybody can put in for the Fresno City Band. Because I see chat. How y'all doing? Terrible. How about yourself?
Well, I'll tell you this. Listen, I might not be able to go to the fundraiser on March 7th, but I will be going to a Street Fighter 5 tournament.
Yeah, he's got.
So if anything were to happen, as you know, me pulling something out of my ass completely on accident, and I somehow win, I'll donate everything I win.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you know how much the prize money is?
Probably at least like $700 or some shit. Okay. So like, you know, I'll just donate everything, you know, everything I win to something, you know. You know, maybe it'll be more. You know, who knows? Maybe the city has a fighting game community and nobody fucking knows about it, right?
Well, isn't that what we're trying to test?
So that's what we're trying to test, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know there's quite a lot of people.
We have a massive community here in Fresno.
There's quite a lot of people who, like I know that there's a lot of people who play fighting games in this area, but there's not a place for people to go and play the games with each other. All we have is online. So you know. If you know, who knows, maybe the pop-ups could be bigger, but that means I'd have to spend more time busting my ass. That and on top of, you know, I totally switched peripherals, but, you know, how I play, because my down on my D-pad stopped working.
Oh, damn.
And I have to push really hard to do the down input, so I switched completely over to stick, so I've been playing on stick for 3 months and still getting used to it. So in doing that, I caused my rank in Street Fighter to go from diamond back to platinum. So I feel pretty shitty about that. But I'm still gonna go to the tournament because, unlike the last tournament, I was having I'm more confident in my skills with Urian. Because you know, me and him are fucking like awesome. Ice cream Urian, you know, Neapolitan gang. And in my first tournament, I was having a character crisis because I was just learning Urian. I didn't know who to be because I was putting so much time into Urian and not enough time in my quote unquote main character that got me to like diamond. So
was that
Laura?
Mika? Oh, Laura.
It was Laura, and so I was having a character crisis because it was Laura got me from silver to platinum, and then I started learning Urian, and he got me from platinum to diamond. So I'm like, okay, I know Urian got me from platinum to diamond, but I put more time into Laura, so I should probably use Laura for this tournament, right? But then I totally fucked myself by doing that. I should have picked Urian because I was just doing way better with Urian.
Okay, I definitely get that. That's like that's me like playing like any JRPG game. Like my best example right now is the game I just got, which was Fairy Fencer. And like I don't want to switch my party leader because I've already fucking
you've already put so much time, you know.
Yeah, and he's like my strongest heavy hitting character. And if I switch him out, you know, that's just gonna fucking drag my entire thing down. I'm like, I'm gonna die a lot. And I don't want to farm in low level areas because I could just keep pushing. I mean, which I guess is what JRPGs are about. You level up, you get more skills. But like right now, I just want to clear the story before I try to fucking do all this shit.
Do the thing.
But yeah, no, I definitely get that. I think I was the same way playing. What game was it? It was some mobile game. It was
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. No, it was Another Eden, where you collect so many characters to put on your team, and like if you have certain members equipped, you can do certain quests. But like those quests are so high level that like switching out your team just to do this quest is almost like it's like why would I even do it, you know? And like sometimes you get so little out of it anyways. So that's like because I think my entire team on Another Eden has like maybe 20 characters on it, but you know I only use 6.
Yeah.
And if I switch them out, like there's areas I can level them up in, but it's a mobile game, so time restraints and shit.
Yeah.
We're like,
You
you have to do
energy.
this, yeah, you know. So it's just definitely use what's best given to you.
I feel that. I might not. I don't play games like I used to. Not like I played games a lot. I consider myself a casual gamer.
Hardcore gamer.
Hardcore mobile gamer.
Yeah.
Candy Crush and shit.
No, fuck Candy. No, I don't do mobile games like that.
Before we do that, remember that game we saw at GameStop, the
game. You're like, oh, this looks interesting. I flipped it over. I said, it's a fucking puzzle game.
You were like, so I saw it's on because PlayStation's doing the sale.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it is actually discount when you pop it with Murder Mystery.
And you're like,
because you strip them.
Oh wow.
You strip.
you strip them and find the truth.
It's called interrogating.
Hold on, let me interrogate you real quick.
Yeah, Herlock show.
That's a different one. That's a Code Realize.
I hate that so much.
And I kind of want to get it. It's a dating sim murder mystery.
And there was this game because obviously me being the type of person I am, I'm always looking at games that I could play and we could play for YouTube. There was this game about like a Japanese high school and the janitor is a fucking murderer. Yeah, and like you're like these kids and you're trapped in the school for some godforsaken reason.
Whoa, is that? Oh, I'll let you continue.
And it's just like a fully 3D experience, and it has costumes. A lot of
Is it by any chance called Akihabara Strip?
No, Akiba Strip, and there's Akiba's Beat, which I really want to get yet. But
Akiba's Beat, I really considered getting it the other day.
But it's like you're these kids, you're stuck, you're trapped, and I fucking forgot what it was called. I'm pretty sure I screenshotted it on the PlayStation. I'm gonna have to look at it.
You're not talking about Danganronpa, are you?
No.
Is that means it's a murder's going on and
I
they're
know,
trapped inside of a school?
but like this is like deliberately. Like, everybody knows the janitor's gonna fucking kill them.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
like pursuing you throughout this.
That's cool.
Also, Danganronpa is in 3D.
It's not.
Check.
Nathaniel finds the weirdest freaking games.
I showed you like Dreams.
Oh.
Oh, Dreams
What?
Dreams seems really cool. You know, I think I'm gonna get it.
You obviously have to pay more than what I did.
Yeah. Did you get the full game after? Nice.
What? Oh, what'd you say?
You spelled your name wrong.
I'm fucking tired as fuck. What? Merlin plays games? Never heard of. Yeah, I play games. Speaking of which, back to like you guys' conversation about like sticking to like a main character, like a main team in like a game. I used to play Fire Emblem Awakening.
Fire Emblem.
For the 3DS. Fire Emblem from Fire Emblem.
Bro shopping.
And I had like a set team that I like to play, mostly because I like the characters. What?
You like said bro shopping, and it was this dream in Dreams called the Brocery Store. And you're this really buff dude, and you're like out doing your shopping, your grocery shopping list. And it's like, oh, I need milk, eggs, bacon, bread, what is it like, whatever the fuck, tomatoes, and Taylor Swift. Yes, Taylor Swift CD. You're this big burly man looking for a Taylor Swift CD.
Nice.
So you walk into the store, and you only have one button. He walks really slow, and you only have one button, which is square, which is grab things. So you walk, and you go up to the shelf. You're like, "Here's bread," and your fist protrudes from your body, and you fucking game end the shelf with the weeds. Of the bread, you have the shelf is completely gone,
Greens.
and like he just destroys the whole fucking market trying to just grocery shopping. And there's poor little ladies at the front counter. She's just reading a book, and then he's walking into the store. He's like, tomatoes, and he just knocks over the shelf. The shelf goes flying, and along it's a tipping effect, like knocking over other shelves, and then. He gets to, Taylor Swift, vibe check, and he vibe checks the CD.
Vibe checks the whole store.
Yeah, he vibe checks the whole store. And then, like, he goes to the counter, and his lady's like, oh, well, you're done? And then she looks at him, and then she looks at the store, and and how everything is fucking fucked up, and all the food produce is on the floor, and everything's just really bad. And then he slaps money on the counter, and the money says, have a great day. And so he looks at the money, and a slow smile envelops on her face, and it's like, what the fuck did I just fucking play?
It was so random. I thought he was just gonna grab bread. He just, dude, clotheslines this show. Yeah, that's great. That's why I want to play Dreams. They're so like, I want to see what people.
You are fucking wild.
But what was that thing with the Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem.
I had a set. All it was I had a set team that I like to play, and I got more characters and I leveled them up. But like I haven't played Fire Emblem in a long time, mostly because one, my 3DS's bumpers don't work. Ooh. And the charger thingy is messed up. So I have.
Can you play it on 2DS?
Huh?
Can you play it on 2DS?
Yeah, I can play it on 2DS.
You have a 2DS?
No, I don't have a 2DS.
You want a 2DS?
Sure.
Okay, because I have two.
Yeah, that's right. You have two 2DSs.
Oh, sweet. So I can play Fire. I can play Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
I have a bunch of DS games that I haven't played because my bumpers don't work and my charger ports are messed up. Which is why I have the Switch now. And I wanted to get Fire Emblem Three Houses on Switch, but the price just kind of scares me away because I'm like, I could spend $60 on something else.
That's how I feel about a lot of new games. Like, because I really wanted to play, what was it? Outer Worlds?
Killing each other outside.
They smack each
Kids are fucking having a wrestling match. That's what I'm hearing. I heard a fucking chair. They're like, oh!
Those kids walk outside. When I used to play with them back in the day, these are new kids. But when I used to play with kids out here back in the day, we used those little foam swords that I have hung up now. We just beat the shit out of each other. It was wild, dude. One kid made another kid bleed once. Not with anything that I had. He threw a fucking rock at him.
Wow, that's wild.
The rock was probably as big as my fist is now.
Jesus.
So it was a rock like this, and he fucking threw it at a 3-year-old.
At a 3-year? Yo, that kid's fucked up.
Yeah, this kid was like 5 or 6.
What the fuck? Yo,
like
dude, kids are fucking crackheads.
And I was like,
Oh God.
I like sat there. I was like, no.
Did that just fucking happen?
And he like, cause like the kid like starts crying, obviously.
Yeah.
And like this kid who threw the rock is somehow like, oh, I didn't expect that. Like you threw a fucking rock at him.
Oh no! I jabbed your eye with my thumb. I didn't think you were gonna retaliate. Oh no! This was not in my plans for today.
See, like, I didn't grow up getting beat. Like, I've been smacked maybe twice in my childhood. I've never seen a kid get beat by his parents. Cause she's like, why'd you throw a fucking rock at him? She picked him up by his arm and like, bam, backhand his ass. I was like, oh my god, is this why the kid threw the rock? It was like pent up anger, dude. Shit was wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kids out there, I think they smack each other with foam things. Can't remember what it is.
Wow.
So wait, babe. You say you have very little gaming experience. Do you have a favorite game?
Do I have a favorite game that isn't like a really passive game?
Well, I mean, just in general. Do you have a game you just really enjoy playing?
I feel like
Or watching play.
I feel like Afro would be really into Skyrim.
I've thought about getting Skyrim.
Yeah.
I've seriously considered it. I have a really big micro SD card on my Switch, so I can probably get Skyrim.
Is it on Switch?
It's on
Oh,
Switch.
it is
yeah.
on Switch, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is like the only way I'd play it, because my own here's the crazy thing. My only consoles that I own that belong to me are the Switch. I co-own the PlayStation with my brother because he plays it all the time.
Well, technically, I only got that for you.
Yeah, but it's in the living room. It's everybody's gonna play it. So we co-own the Switch, but I told him when I move, I'm taking the PlayStation with me. But the Switch is mine. I own half of the PlayStation, majority of the PlayStation.
You own like 3/5.
I own 4/5 of the
Oh, dude,
Dude, I
PlayStation.
love the
4/5.
3/5 compromise.
Stop, dude. Sable fucking said you're not even like 3/5. You're not even a full person. You're like 3/5. And I said, wow, wow. I said, wow.
Dude.
I can't believe she did that, and now she is no longer. She is no longer allowed in my house. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. What else funny as fuck?
Have you guys gotten divorced yet?
No, I'm trying my damnedest because I don't want her to take my PlayStation.
Oh, you right.
And Squirtle.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know Squirtle. Squirtle is my Bulbasaur plushie.
You named
His name is Squirtle.
Okay.
That's his name.
Did I
now.
get you that plush?
Yeah, you got it from me like 5 years ago. That's
that's right.
hella old, dude.
Because you bought the Dongo, and then you're like,
Yeah.
I really like that
Yeah,
Bulbasaur
you're like-
plushie. And I was like,
I was like-
bro.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, damn.
You know.
But yeah, what are your favorite games?
I guess of all the games I have, which is not a lot, I'd have to say Pokemon Yellow.
Really?
Yeah, because I have the luxury of owning Pokemon Yellow and a Game Boy Color and AA batteries.
Nice.
Are they rechargeable?
They are rechargeable.
Let's go.
I really enjoy playing Pokemon Yellow. I say Yellow specifically because it was on Pokemon Yellow that I had a level 49 Haunter.
Oh, is that why you like Haunter?
That is why I like Haunter. Also because a lot of Pokemon, normal
What, were you gonna say Pokemon?
A lot
Pokemon,
of Pokemon.
A lot of Pokemon.
A
but
lot of Pokemon.
but like a lot of you.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
really
I
hard.
looked away from chat. What
It's
happened?
just Eli.
Just
Shut
Eli.
the fuck
Oh,
up,
okay.
Eli.
Oh,
But you can't really beat a ghost type Pokemon, which is why I really liked Haunter because I don't want to sit there and grind all day on
Yeah.
Pokemon. You know, sit there in the fucking caves and fighting Zubats all day.
Fucking hated that shit.
God, yes. But I had my trusty dusty level 49 Haunter. The only Pokemon I had on that game that I didn't rename because everything I named something really stupid. So I had a Pikachu because it's the Pikachu edition,
Yeah.
right? Pikachu became useless to me, and guess what I named him?
what'd you
Useless.
Garbage. Absolute trash.
I named a lot of Caterpie useless and garbage and trash.
So I see you were
I did
very...
nothing wrong. Eli, you're blowing up the chat.
Okay, so
I just looked away and was really concerned. I'm like, oh my fucking
okay,
god.
so what are the topics that you guys want to talk about?
What are the topics? You had a topic.
Because I was just gonna say I want this to be the deep dive episode.
Deep dive episode. Hi. For the we have 40. We have 40. I wish we had 40
Bro,
viewers.
we have 40 viewers.
40
we-
viewers. What's up, bro? I wish I had 40.
So we have 4 concurrent viewers, right? So we got repeat offenders over here,
Yeah.
which is great. I love that.
Fucking degenerates.
What are you doing here?
So instead of talking about topics oh yeah, how do y'all feel about tennis shoes or anything?
Oh man, dude, they're really comfy for my feet, and I like to run in them.
What do you want to do?
Let's just I feel like this podcast is definitely a lot more laid back than the other ones have been. So let's just talk about how y'all are doing.
That was the deep dive.
This is a deep dive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what are your views on politics?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh wait, hold on. If you aren't gonna say anything, in the past couple of days, I've actually been trying to like, I'm not trying to brush up on politics to have a conversation about it, but I've definitely been like looking into the news and like things that have been happening in California, and it makes me angry.
Yeah.
I don't watch the news because it's upsetting, and I genuinely do not care.
Yeah, if it doesn't directly like affect me in some sort of negative way, I'm not gonna pay attention.
Yeah. And
That is why I do not watch, like, because you know how, like, every time, like, you go on YouTube after, like, they're having a debate or something, it's always
like,
hey,
Joe Biden attacks. What's this? Joe Biden attacks Bernie Sanders with a steel chair.
Oh,
when
no.
did this happen? And why am I not watching the debates?
I would watch Joe Biden attack Bernie Sanders.
And then here comes like John McCain.
John McCain is still relevant.
Here comes
John McCain in like his wheelchair.
Remember to wash your hands, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. Okay. So,
What is this
kind of
bringing up?
popping back on what y'all were saying. Like, yeah. I hate watching the news. Whenever we go to a specific friend's house, our double date group, they're always watching the news. It's so much fucking whiplash. I hate it so much. It's emotional whiplash because it's like, hey guys, so here in the east part of this town, there was a fatal shooting and 5 were confirmed dead and it's gang related. In positive news, look, here's a puppy.
Wow.
More people died and people are continuing to die because of terrorism. But hey, look, remember that on Tuesday they're having free ice cream at Baskin Robbins, so you make sure you go in there on Tuesday.
It's not even, like, actual good news.
It's
It-
like
Hey, there's some good stuff going on.
I was watching Good Morning America because that's always on because my grandmother watches it in the morning. Sometimes I like to stop by in the morning.
Yeah, yo, what's going on in America?
And it was like, oh man, dude, another outbreak of the coronavirus just found in California and shit like that. This and the other thing. But in other news, hey, look, we gave this dog an award because he's so cool.
Yeah,
And he
that's
didn't even want to put the award on his head, but then he tried to eat it. Wow, such cool.
Yeah, news definitely is scary.
it is scary.
That's why I stay way the fuck away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I only care about 2 kinds of news: video game news and my friends' news.
Yeah, that's how if there's any, yeah, exactly that. Like, I'm only concerned with like what my friends are going through, and if there's any way I can help it, I'm gonna try my damnedest to do whatever the fuck.
Because like news is all like, look, these people got shot at, and it's really sad. And I'm like, cool, but I can't help
I
them.
can't help them.
Yeah.
But
But, like,
if my
people-
friends got shot at, that's a different
That's
story.
like, yo, who the fuck do I need to shoot
Yo,
back at?
dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Give me and Gabriel gonna roll up with our wooden swords and paddles and shit.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna go to their territory. They're gonna try to pull up on us, and then we pull
We
up.
pull up on that.
Reverse
See,
pull.
they never pull up on
Oh
us.
my god.
Yeah, there's context to
Yeah,
what
there's
me and Nathaniel in our heyday
Yeah.
of being lazy, we used to play PUBG Mobile all the time.
Yeah, PUBG Mobile was fun.
It's still fun.
Once upon a time. I cleared up space on my iPhone so I can download more games on there now. So
Yeah.
I can do that shit now.
You get caught mobile, dude. We'll fuck you.
Yeah, dude. But we were playing PUBG, and we were like, we haven't encountered somebody for like 5 whole minutes, and we were just running. And then
We were just running around.
and I'm like, I hear a car, dude. And Gabriel was like, where? And it was coming right behind us. We were gonna try to run us over. So me and Gabriel, we were running together, and we diverged.
Yeah,
No, not diverge.
That's diverse.
Is it diverge? I thought diverge is when you're coming together.
No, that's
Oh,
converge.
it's converge. Okay, yeah, we diverge in different directions, and they drive right through us. And then they tried to get out the car, shoot us, and we stole their car.
Nice.
It's like pull up on us, get pulled up on.
Prevent that. Have reverse Uno cards on you at all times.
We
That's what we
the
did.
body armor of like Uno reverse car.
Dude, we were like the unstoppable duo in PUBG.
That was fun as fuck.
Yeah, I think we had a streak. We had like I want to say 9 wins in a row.
That was cool.
Jesus.
That was cool.
Yeah, we went into every game
Yeah.
and won almost every.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, it was we just got caught out of the circle is why we lost.
Yeah.
Because we like jumped at the worst area because the map was actually like the circle's on all the way on the other fucking side. And we're like, we need to run. And we're running. We're like, where's the fucking cars?
Yeah. We just couldn't find a car for the life of us.
And like we encountered maybe a few people. We were like low health. It was a shitty match. And then we just ended up dying to the circle, which sucked. And then I think that's when we dropped PUBG.
Yeah.
We lost it. We're like, this game's ass.
Yeah.
Nice.
So how are you guys doing, like, in general?
Yeah.
Like, anything troubling you guys? Anything?
I mean, I had some stuff going on earlier this week, or it was like midweek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was midweek.
Had a bunch of stuff on my mind and dropped some heavy news, and I was like, "Fuck, man." None of it that I'm gonna say right now, because I don't know the full situation yet. Because stuff is still getting worked out, and I probably won't have any news about it until like late April. But yeah, a bunch of stuff was going on, and it was tough. And then just a little while ago, oh, I didn't even notice.
I was like, wow, we're talking about some heavy stuff. Where's the music at? not that it's like gonna make it any lighter, but like, I don't know. The listeners might be like, oh.
The music cut out.
Oh man, it's real serious now.
It's real serious hours. No, it was just I had a tough like, cause I mean we started the week off pretty okay. No, like I think I just chilled on Monday. Tuesday we went out and did stuff. Or no, Tuesday is when you, Felipe, and Eli we came over and did cards. And then I had a pretty, like, rough Wednesday because I was just kind of, like, doing nothing and I felt like shit. Monday I hung out with Benny is what I did. And then, like, Thursday I got some rough news and I just felt like shit. And then, like, Nathaniel and we picked up a new game, had some rallies, which was really fucking good for some reason. I think we swapped burgers.
I think, but you know, who's to know at this point?
What the burger's been eaten. It's
Yeah,
gone.
they all look the same.
Are we sharing sad news? I have some.
Oh, you have some sad news? Go ahead and drop it. I'm almost done. Because mine ends on a bit of a high note.
Sick.
Because, you know, like, I had a shitty day. We hung out and I felt a lot better. We played that game. I think you passed out for a bit, and then Felipe came through with some fucking quesadillas. So that was pretty cool. And then this weekend's been pretty chill. And I'm hoping it's a much more stable week. But I'm gonna be trying to do like a much more shit to like probably just get me out the house and like.
Yeah, dude, like that's really the only thing like keeping me like sane at this point. Like I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna fucking murder. You know, I don't.
But it's like hard. You get trapped in your head.
Yeah. At night I think about shit a lot in certain scenarios, and I start making myself sad, and then to which point I just do whatever the fuck else other than sleep. That's why I only sleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up at 7. I usually operate only on like 3 hours of sleep anyway.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I always keep myself occupied just to get myself off of my own mental, you know.
Yeah.
I try and do that too. That's why I'm taking so many goddamn units at Fresno City College. I think I'm taking 16 units this semester at City College, and like.
Isn't the minimum like 12?
The minimum to get financial aid is 12, and like to stay in like EOPS, which is a program that like helps you pay for like textbooks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's 6 units required. To give you perspective, like having 12 units is easy. You can take 3 classes at City. You take a history class, you take an English class, and you take a math class, and then you take some sort of PE class. And that's 12 units. That's 4 classes. I'm taking like 8 classes. And my Tuesdays end at 9 o'clock at night. I go to school at 8 o'clock in the morning, Mondays and Wednesdays. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I stay after. I stay on average. On Tuesdays, I stay until 8. Or till 10 o'clock, and then on Thursdays I stay till 6. And so I'm taking a lot of classes, and so I'm not at home thinking about am I doing the thing I really wanted to do that I've put like time and years into? Otherwise, I will. Well, no bueno. God, I'm taking so many classes right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's another reason you're really stressed, because you're always like, oh, I do things to keep busy so I don't like or like something like so you don't have time to think or some shit.
I go crazy when I do nothing. Like,
but I think you overload yourself, and that also drives you a bit crazy.
It does.
And that's like my big issue with like, stop doing all this, because like I want to support you, but you make it really hard.
I know, but
like I don't mean that as in like, you know, putting on the end here, but it's like sad boy hours. It is.
Yeah.
But no, because it's like, because I want to support you every way I can, but you're always putting yourself under a bunch of it, and I'm like, okay, this time it's kind of just your fault.
Yeah, like I'm in 4 performance classes right now.
Are you in 4 performance? Because you have
band.
Band is it your training performance?
It's not. So I'm in band, orchestra, Latin jazz, and then string ensemble. I'm in 4 performance classes, and I'm about to add 1 more for jazz.
Yeah, I think especially for you, it's all the music classes you take, because you're like, oh, I never give myself time to practice, and I think the reason for that is because you have so many music classes. 1, you don't know what you should be practicing, and 2, like if you did practice, you'd like overwhelm yourself.
No, I enjoy practicing, but
well,
enough,
yeah.
Enough about me. Let's get to Chrono.
Oh.
Him
and his lady.
His birthday's next month. What day next month, if you don't mind me asking? Not to dox you or anything.
I don't think anybody can dox you based off of your birthday.
What? You were born on April 1st?
You were born on December 21st.
February 29th.
Thanks to that information, I now know your zodiac sign.
Oh,
and now that I know your zodiac sign, I know your star sign. Which means I'm gonna track you down and fucking kill you.
But luckily, my name is not Nathaniel. It's not even Kid. My name is Esteban Julio Ricardo de la Rosa Montoya Rodriguez.
Uvu Vueve.
Oh god.
The 13th next month.
The 13th? Hey man, March 13th. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna feel bad saying this, but do we know Chrono personally?
I do. He used to go to the anime club. I know that doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
Right.
I mean, it kind of does, but it also kind of doesn't.
Do you remember Jesse Damien?
Yes.
Yeah, he hung out. He's Damien.
Yeah, it's Damien.
Oh.
That's
okay.
him.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
You guys are real chummy, and I was like, why? Getting chummy in here. What's going on?
It's Damien.
Okay. Well, luckily, February is almost over.
If you're doing anything for your birthday, let me know, and I'll see if I can make it, dude. Because that sounds like fun. It sucks. I've been through that exact thing. Breakups fucking suck.
Dude, love's hard.
Love is hard.
Love is hard.
Yeah, dude. Love's hard.
It's tough, dude.
Friday the 13th, man.
I'm not even in a relationship anymore. You know?
Oh, that brief relationship you were in.
It's not even like that. It's like, you know, you're just trying to find like. It's not for me. Honestly, I'd rather like, you know, not go out and meet someone. I'd rather, you know, be with someone I've already been established with. You know.
Yeah, I get that.
So like, it's hard. I already kind of just like met, you know, a girl that like, or I've already met someone that I'd rather be with. So I'm just trying to work on that relationship. And you know, maybe one day I'll summon up the courage to tell her like, hey, you know, maybe we can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
But
I get that.
until that happens, you know, and you obviously know like my batting record with the girls isn't so hot. You know,
you're not exactly
I'm not
batting 100.
Yeah, I'm like a negative 20 right now.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that.
They're going to the con. There's a con?
Oh, that's
Con,
right.
con.
Anime Con happens in March.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I may or may not be able to go.
Me too. That depends.
So if y'all want to meet me there, that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see if I can do that. that just depends on my money situation around that time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Money is funny, bro. money.
If we're lucky, we'll have jobs before then, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or at least be hired around then.
Yeah.
So something.
So goddamn hard to find work.
Yeah. Especially because, like, technically, our economy's kind of good.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing okay. Like, we're not great, but we're doing okay. So, finding work is hard because everybody's got jobs.
Yeah.
Which I guess is why my agency is all like, sorry, bro.
Sorry,
Sorry, brah.
Sorry, we can't help you. I'm just about to go back to EOC. You know?
Are you gonna go back?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if all else fails, like they said, they asked me, like, you know, do you want us to keep your shit on record? And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, because like if anything happens, you know, I need something to fall back on. So you know, if my next, like, you know, 3 or 4 tries to, you know, apply someplace doesn't work out, I'm just gonna have to just call them.
Yeah, because I go to an agency and like my work with them was pretty good. Like, I think when I first applied, I didn't hear from them for maybe 2 weeks or something like that, within that range. And then I finally got a call.
Yeah.
And then I worked for maybe a month and a half. Or no, I think just about 2 months. And then I text the person I report to, and I'm like, hey, I got a call earlier today that I'm not gonna be working there. I wanted to confirm with you because I technically report to you. And she's like, oh yeah, we just got that info today right now. Thank you for your time. Well, hopefully you'll get a call within a few days or something. My big issue was they were like, call you in like maybe 3 days tops. I've called them for like, I consistently called them for maybe 2 weeks. And then like I got nothing. I remember when I first, because the work was good. It's just I needed a break because I hurt my back twice on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're not used to that type of work.
Yeah. Or it's not even that, because like doing Green Crew was harder.
Oh, you know, I mean, yeah, but we only did that like once every.
Yeah, it was just once, and then it was maybe for an hour. I was working
consistent,
close to 12-hour shifts. It was like 11 and a half. But technically that half was on breaks, and so it was like I got a 30-minute break and then 10 consistent breaks throughout the night. Also total hour break. So maybe technically 10 and a half hours of straight working. And the pay was good. Yeah. It was all good.
You know, I tried applying where you were. And nothing. I'm gonna put it in the middle.
I say put in one more. If not, you probably will only get hired during like
whatever
holiday seasons. Yeah. Because that's when like a lot of work comes in. But I don't want something seasonal. I need something consistent.
Yeah, like I got it.
But the whole thing was like because like I told you I fucked up my back twice on Thanksgiving, so I was all like, okay, I need a day off. And I remember when I got the call, because I was really about to be like, okay, I might call in today, like I can't come in because I'm really fucking tired. When I got the call, they were all like, oh yeah, your assignment there is over, and we'll be looking for something pretty soon. And I was like, hell yeah. I felt really happy, and then like a few days passed, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, dude. It's weird. Like, okay, so like for someone who's only like ever like worked like a couple jobs, it's like so weird.
Salud.
It's so weird, like you know, when you're doing nothing, and then you do something, and you're like, oh, I don't know, like, you know, you're so used to doing nothing, and then you do something, and you're doing it for a while, and you're like, damn, this is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, it's then like if you're a part of the agency, your assignment is gone.
Yeah, your assignment.
And now you're left with this empty feeling. You're like, well, fuck, you know, I went and made relationships throughout my job, and now I'm not gonna talk to those people ever again.
Yeah. Because that was me when I worked at the kitchen. Dude, I miss that. One, because every day I got to go home with food, and that shit was awesome, dude. Every Friday, hot. Love that shit, dude. Because those hot dogs were so fucking good.
So good.
Oh my god.
But I remember when they were like, "Oh, okay, well your days are like
Your days are numbered.
your days are numbered.
Count
you know?
your days.
Count your days, bucko." And I remember my last day there. They had a whole thing where like, "Oh, it was really good working for you," because they were moving location, and they're like, "Hey, if we open up shop sometime soon, I'll give you a call." Because I had a good time working with them. Like, sure, all I really did was like make 2 sandwiches and like do dishes the rest of the time. And I got to prep food, which was really cool. But like at the end of it, I was like, "Fuck, man," because I like, sure it was only for a month, but I got so used to waking up and being there.
Your body becomes attuned to the schedule.
Yeah,
And you're like, I can do this for X, like however the fuck I want. It's awesome, you know.
because it was easy. And I only worked like 5 hours a day, something like that.
My IT internship, I went from 8 o'clock and I left at fucking.
At 3, right?
Yeah, or I left at like 2. But I wanted at 3, but I fucked up when I was talking to the interviewer, so I left at 2.
Nice.
But you know, I really, it was cool as fuck. But then I was on a set schedule again. It felt like going to school, except without all the bullshit.
Yeah, because like they taught you shit,
Yeah.
and then you got paid for it.
Yeah, then I get to reap what I sow.
Yeah.
Reap my rewards. But then it's like I don't know. I really just I want to work with friends.
Yeah.
I really like.
Because like working at a place, like when you get used to it, you can make work fun.
Yeah.
And like that's already like a good thing. Because like for me, when I worked at the warehouse, to pass the time and like to like so I would enjoy myself, I would recite songs in my head, and I'd kind of hum them or something. At one point,
Someone was like, "Hey."
that happened once, and that's because I was sinking. I was singing "Shepherd of Fire" by Avenged Sevenfold. Somebody was like, "Oh shit!"
I thought you were gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, I was singing Kids by Best Mean and Rhodes," and someone was like,
dude.
"Oh, let the good things die."
No, I was because when I pick songs, I normally go for Avenged Sevenfold because
Yeah.
they have long fucking songs.
Yeah.
That's how you pass the time.
That's how I passed the time, and like I'd like black out doing the thing. My favorite shift that I did, it was called Horseshoe, and all I did was like separate boxes and crates. So that was like the only time I was standing like. It was like easy shit. But I was on my feet the whole time. I was like, "Can I please sit?" But yeah, no. If we were working with friends, dude, that's why I was like pizza time job.
Yeah,
Because that'd be wild, dude.
yeah, that'd be fun. I'll see what I can do in terms of that.
If not, I really want to get that thing we've been talking about on the ground.
Dude, that's gonna be so hard.
I know.
Y'all, what? So, you guys, when you guys are ready to, let me know, and then I'll talk to the people that I know.
We have to get our suits and ties ready.
I still have my prompts.
I know, me too. We're gonna have to get our.
We have our suits.
I really want.
Because I think we're ready. It's just like getting like a speech together.
Yeah,
Because I know what
I
we
really
want.
want to do this really elaborately funny presentation. Because obviously we're funny, I think, sometimes.
Sometimes we're pretty okay.
And I think, if we can show off our charisma, we probably have a better chance of, getting whatever we need for it. And, and I just want to have, not poster board, but like those things where it's like, logo, flip it. This is what it's going to look like. Anything other than the standard deviation is wrong.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be funny. I just wanted to have like a really I don't want it to be like a school presentation. I just want it to be like, hey, we're just a couple guys, see, couple of dudes.
We want to do this thing, and I think it really set.
I think it's really cool.
Because I mean, like, our whole business model is like so fucking good. Nothing compares to what we have in store.
Now think about this. Okay, let me break it down for you.
Let me put it in a language you can understand.
So sorry. No. Let me break it down into a language you can understand. Esports. You don't understand? Well, fuck.
You know, here's layman's way of saying esports to somebody who doesn't do sport.
Yeah.
Like it's like, the Super Bowl, right? Now imagine the Super Bowl. Imagine the Super Bowl, except it's not humans playing the sport; it's humans playing a game about the sport.
That's also kind of wrong.
Okay, think about. Okay, so the Super Bowl. Think about that, except that's really like it's like that with video games. And how and I know it seems absurd to the common eye, but let me pull up some logistics for you. Last year, video games in total made over $3 billion in revenue from pre-established games. So hey, what does that mean for us? That means there's a lot of people that play video games. There's a lot of people in our community. We're like the butthole of the world right here. And we're just trying to find out. We're just trying to have some semblance of happiness. And what do we do? What do we lean towards? Television, music, video games.
Yeah, because like I stated a lot earlier, like we have a massive gaming community here in Fresno, and like every time I think about it, it's like we don't really have a place to do anything at. Because the closest we get are conventions that have little tournaments.
And I know like Club One is actually trying to do shit now.
Yeah.
But I don't mean like I'm not trying to say like like hey, we're gonna have tournaments and we're gonna do several $1,000 pot bonuses. No, I don't want that. I want a place where people can get together.
Yeah,
and they
like
can play video games and they can grow and they can get better with each other.
Yeah, so for people who saw my art stream a few days or last week,
We're no longer oppressed gamers.
yeah, gamers rise up. But what I want is a little hub for gamers to come and hang out and like have a good time, because we don't really have a place like that. The closest we get is like clubs at schools and like certain events that happen maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah, it's like hey, school's cool, but what happens after?
Yeah, like where do you meet up? All you get is online.
And, you and a couple buddies can have LAN parties, local area network parties.
But then maybe like sometimes you join on like tourney.
Yeah, but like other than that, there's not really any opportunities to go out and meet new people to play video games with.
And I feel like that's really where we shine and what we want to do. Because I feel like that's like that's like the peak thing we got, like an area for gamers to chill and be gamers,
And then we have cool concepts for it too and shit.
Yeah, like the little business model, the little ideas we've been putting out.
That'd be a cool building or business. In fact, that's something that they're trying to do.
Yeah, like we want to get a place. We want to provide like snacks and stuff to eat, like not super expensive, but like you come in, pay like $1 and you.
Yeah, we have a name we're gonna patent and everything.
Oh yeah. We got a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. With the tax return money, I probably could go patent it.
You probably could.
And I feel. Do you think that's something I should go do? Because I do want to save some of that money for when we go out and stuff on that day.
So yeah, I think that'd be important to do because, like my family has told me with my logo for my YouTube channel, they're like, get that patented, before somebody takes it and you can't use it anymore. And I'm like, I will. And I wasn't using it for my own personal business, and then it kind of just, I think it exists. It doesn't really exist anymore, so I'm just gonna use it as my own personal logo, like I have been doing for the past since I was in middle school.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because like this whole thing, what it's building up to, is we want to start a business, a little a gaming cafe, is essentially what it is. And like I've been to one out in Los Angeles, and it was actual like bullshit. Like it's a building. And all the couches are in one room, and there's a front desk, and the dude's like, here's our game list, and you pay like $20 for like maybe an hour or something. And it sucked. Because it smelled...
Was it bare bones?
It was really...
Oh.
It was like there was like TV smaller than this one right there. It was like like small fucking TVs on on some shitty couches. And like they established themselves like, well, we're like the best business of gaming cafe. It was garbage.
Dude, like, I really like. Okay, so like another thing too is like because like I know it's hard as fuck to find work.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool if we had like different like locations where we could just provide like kids that are like needing work to do that. I know a lot of places aren't like kids like teenagers a cup of tea and shit like that. How cool if I was going to school and I seen this advert for hiring this place cafe and but video games. I'd be like, huh?
Yeah, like that, like, because that's the type of business I want to work in, Because it's like, one, there's so many things to do, like in terms of job there. Like someone has to run security, obviously, for the games to make sure nothing gets fucking stolen. Two, people working in the kitchen and the counter. People running tournaments for when we need it,
You can teach. You can also make it a really good opportunity to teach students how to like do Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Because that is like out of all of the classes I've taken at Fresno City College, the one class that I felt was like super important that I didn't learn a lot in because it just was bullshit to me was my CIT class where I learned how to use every single goddamn Microsoft Office suite.
Alright, no, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, at my IT job, they were like, "You know how to work Excel, right?" I said, "Yep," and I didn't know how to do a fucking thing.
You had to learn on the fly.
I had to learn on the fly, and that shit was hard as fuck.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
Excel's really fucking. I did it was more of a crash course really in high school with my teacher, Mr. Williams, and he like sat down next to me. It was really cool because he sat down next to me. He's like, I can give you answers. You just have to do it out, and we hope you learn that way. And we sat there, and he would sit there. He's like, how the fuck do you do that?
Using Excel spreadsheets run the fucking world. So like, kind of like going back to like the topic at hand without going on another tangent. You can,
I want to help like school clubs have a place to like, hey, like. You think your gaming club has enough to have a full like esports thing? Come compete with us,
Or that, and I do want to provide my friends with jobs.
Oh, that too, definitely, because I know finding work is really fucking hard. And like I'm sure like if we first started, like nobody's gonna be too mad about like, hey, you might not make this much because we got some shit going on, but you will get paid, Because like I know when we start off, I'm not gonna be taking a lot of the money.
the money's going to be going straight back into the business.
Yeah.
On average, people who start businesses, their first 2 years, they don't make a lot of money. Or the money that they do make goes straight back into the business until it can become self-sustaining. So, like, just like statistics-wise, what I've learned from being
Business.
in business, dipping my toes in the business world, your first 2 years are going to be rough. They are going to be rough, but you know what? You guys keep at it. You guys will become successful.
I do think they will be absolutely horrendous, but I do think that we have the type of personalities that will
like as soon as like we get it off the ground, we'll get shit
once
done.
we erect the building.
Well,
Not down erect, but once we set something up.
Once the building starts chubbing,
That's that. Yeah, once the building has a hard on,
Once
that's
we
like
go whole hog.
whole hog, balls deep.
As soon as the building, like does its first nut, or we'll start breaking even, and that's all I can really ask.
And I think.
Hey, when it happens, I'm always up for a job. Yeah, dude, like totally.
I think once. I don't know. I think already if we had, because we have X amount of people already in, right?
Yeah, we have a lot
I
of
think
people.
we have most of our cast and staff members.
Yeah. Like, we're still missing a few things, obviously, but definitely, like, it won't be hard. I think another thing, too, with the people we do have, people who will be working in the kitchen.
Liga.
Your Liga?
Oh, he
I
dropped
see.
his Liga.
Like, some of that money we were talking, because we were talking about a budget, and we were like, how much, like, do we fund into it? And I was like, probably some of those people we're gonna have to get them food handlers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or if they can get it themselves is probably that's definitely most preferable. But I know we're gonna have to get you a food handler.
Well, if anything, yeah, I don't even have to work. I can just work front counter.
Yeah, you could work front counter. I feel like that might be better. But definitely, that's a bunch of stuff that I want to work on. Because I mean, we have the model ready. We know what we want to do. We know what we're trying to do. If there's anything that needs change it, we can change it.
We need to contact Zach.
Huh?
We need to contact Zach.
We do need to.
I've been bad. I haven't talked to Zach since like November last year.
I can reach out to him, and I'll see what happens. But definitely, it's a bunch of stuff I want to do, and I feel like with his help, we'll definitely get.
He's like our expert here.
Yeah, because he's a lot deeper in business than we are. We already know the model we want to do. We know why we want to do it. And we have like everything set except for an area, a budget, and all that.
Listen, I really want to do the place, the Whiskey Creek.
Yeah, I think that old location would be really good. Do you know what place we're talking about?
Yeah, it's down the
Yeah, because it's right by Roosevelt, and it has a parking lot, which is more than like any place I've ever seen. Preferably, I'd want it downtown, but that's just really hard, especially with that whole area being what it is. So definitely, we'll see and we'll talk about it. I feel like it'll be pretty cool. So hopefully we get that stuff rolling off. If we can't find work, at least not now, we can at least get that like going, you know. Because hopefully, if one, I want to start a Kickstarter, I want us to get an online presence going like ASAP. But probably after we patent it, so that way we can use all that. So I want us to get an online presence, get a Kickstarter. Hopefully we'll get funding from a Chamber of Commerce and all that.
And you guys can get angel donors as well.
Hopefully, yeah.
Get angel donors.
And then you said you had a hookup with a coffee place.
Yeah, I have a hookup with the coffee place.
So whenever that gets, whenever more happens on that, we'll probably mention it again. But first things first, let's patent it.
And we have to see if anybody else has already, done
Yeah,
that.
that's too.
Then we'd have to rework our intelligence.
Yeah.
In terms of,
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure nobody has that.
It doesn't seem like it, but
You can check. You can
Yeah.
check online. The Department of Patents online. You can check to see if there's anyone with a similar name or logo to yours.
because I feel like
Let's get bullied and start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like the name is too good for nobody to not.
Yeah.
but
What is it?
Just type in like U.S. patents. Whoa, Johnny's going to go skateboarding.
Oh,
Whoa,
man.
how fun,
You,
skater boy.
Feeling young
He's feeling
Feeling
useless.
young
He's
again.
got a little skip in his step.
Young John.
Young John.
Young John.
I can't spell patent.
P-A-T-E.
Patent.
P-A-T-E.
N-T.
U.S. patent search.
Because this name is too good to not, for no one else to not.
No. You want to go to the U.S. Department of Patents. So USPTO.
USPTO.
Don't go to ads. Don't do the ads. No. So United States Patent. That's Patents and Trademark Office. There you go. You're on the right
Where is
website.
Quick search.
Quick search. Oh, those are applications. Oops.
Patents quick search.
Quick search, yeah.
Or would it be advanced search? Let's do quick search.
Yeah.
Never mind. It has to be advanced search.
Okay, wait, give it to me. Let me see. Hold
Okay.
on. Here, take the mic.
Hello.
Everybody in the 313, raise your motherfucking hands up and rock with me. I think that's how it went from 8. 303, probably 303.
I'm not sure. You know what's really cool that I tested earlier? These mics are synced up, and they're also going to be doing the thing with the headphones where one thing's going to be louder on one side over the other. Because I tested that when I was checking the audio.
You mean like one side's gonna be louder than the other?
Like, because you know when you listen to music, you'll get like guitar on one side and then like drums on the other. Our voices yours is on one side and ours is on the other.
Oh, God.
It's cool, but it's also going to suck for people listening who only listen with one headphone.
They'll be losing the rope. I'm in the middle. Let's see.
Patents.
So, yeah, so you're looking specifically for a patent. Application search. Search for patents. Preliminary, step by step. Search text and image. Inventors are encouraged to search USPTO's patent database if patents are being filed. So let's just do a quick search. Oh, okay, term 1.
Your microphone's low? Really?
Like
Because for me, when I listen to it, your side is a lot more predominant on like one of the headphones things.
I don't know. We'll just have to check.
I remember doing this like a few years ago. And by a few, I mean like 6 years ago. It's been a hot second. Because I know there's a way you can search to see if there's a patent similar to yours.
I can turn it up. Yeah,
It's pretty low. Yeah.
you are pretty low, and the music also is pretty loud.
Yeah.
Want me to turn music down a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a. I think.
Or if anything, just raising
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, that too. Go into OBS right there,
I'm learning OBS.
and then scroll Nathaniel
This is my
slider.
microphone.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, Nathaniel, speak.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm the bottom one right there. Yeah, it just raised me a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like
good.
right
That's
there.
good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so now I should be on even playing field.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Just drop them down. No speaking for you.
Nathaniel doesn't exist in this moment.
Your free trial of living has ended.
Oh no.
Those are my favorite things.
There was one. I can't remember. It was your free trial of virginity is ended. You fool! I have 70 alternative accounts.
I'm always good. Virgins implies that you've never lost your virginity. You've never had sex before, which means you never lose.
I never lose.
It's like I'm a virgin, not because I don't want to have sex, because I never lose.
That's how it is, dude. Honestly, that's why I'm safe as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Hell
I'll
yeah,
admit it.
brother.
I'll admit it on the internet, dude. I'm a straight virgin.
Straight.
I'm not like these other youthful kids that lost their virginity at like 14, fucking Neanderthals.
God, guess I'm a Neanderthal then.
Well, I mean,
Garbage.
Yeah, sure.
but good old kid combo is a virgin.
Good old Christian combo.
Good old Christian combo.
/patents add a number or other.
Can we draw something like that?
What?
Or it's like me, but I have like a halo over my head and I have wings.
Aw, dude.
Christian combo.
Good old Christian combo.
Let me see here. I'm getting a patent. Here we go.
Oh, never mind. Okay, well, yeah, now we can just hear you normally.
You can hear me
Keep a
normally.
record of your invention. Patent.
If anything, we can just check this out later, and then because
Yeah.
you go to there's a patent office or something you go to.
It's weird. Yeah. You can go to a patent office, but you could also go to You can go online and you can get patent online.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's both an office, like an in-office and online thing.
Hold the mic towards her so she.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Here,
Sorry, you can't.
let me put it. No,
Let me put it in
the language you can
Face turn. That's
understand.
my face turn. Christian combo. That's my face turn.
That's cute.
Yeah.
You did you hear about that the whole thing with that kid who got bullied?
Okay.
It was a scam.
Oh, I was.
God. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Okay, so that's what I was. Oh, that's right. We were talking about.
I'm gonna get pizza.
You do
Can you
the.
give some?
Yeah, sure.
So
pizza or maybe a normal slice.
Can I get both?
Okay.
so like early in the wee hours of like yesterday morning, so there was this kid. I can pull it up because I retweeted some of the Twitter threads, and one of the people I follow on Twitter, who is like all about black empowerment and like calling people out on their racist bullshit. He was like this. So it was pretty much like this kid had gotten bullied for like the way he looked because he had some sort of condition. He had some sort of condition, and this mom and her kid were like, "Oh, it's like we need more people to know about like bullying because it's like really wrong." And he looked like a 9-year-old kid, allegedly, and people were like, "Oh my God, that's terrible. No little kid should ever say that they want to die." And a lot of people were like, "This fucking sucks." And everybody rallied and was like, "Hey, you're gonna walk us out for a football tournament? Football, not American hand egg. We're talking about football, soccer, el fútbol, football or Fußball if you're German, whatever." And they're like, "You can walk us out," and people were like donating money to it. To his cause, and it was a whole
That's
big
why
thing.
I said get bullied online. Just for GoFundMe.
Yeah. And then it turns out, like, within like a week, it turns out that this was like some 18-year-old actor who had the same condition. And it was a hot mess. And we were like, everyone was like, "We got played. We have been had." Mm-hmm. It was bad. And I was like, dang, good thing I didn't actually support it, like, financially. I'm like, dang, man, bullying sucks. Bullying is terrible. And then, you know.
Air horns.
He played everyone. Dude.
Him and his whoever
played us like a damn fiddle.
Basically. So watch people be like, you're not actually getting bullied. The Lamau, psych.
See, but the thing is, if we get bullied, our thing still rings true. We reign supreme. Because we aren't scamming people.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure we're not scamming people. Our business model's too good to scam.
Yeah. Hold on. I kind of want to see what the fallout is now.
Like, I remember seeing is like this dude is actually an 18-year-old Instagrammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was
like
God, this
Instagram
was
famous
3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago, and people were like genuinely like wanting to like make sure this kid was okay. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, Ruben texted me the other day. He was all like, "Dude, bro, this is so sad." And I looked at it and I'm like, "Wow, I don't care."
This is terrible.
Cause if the whole thing is like, wow, that's sad that kids are getting bullied. But I'm like, we dealt with that shit on a daily.
I mean,
I didn't even get bullied, dude.
You didn't get bullied. Well, you were too scary to get bullied. Nobody wanted to step up to you, dude.
I didn't get bullied either. I mean, somebody tried to bully me, and then like I don't know, I just deflected their bullshit.
Oh, we'll say this though. I did get into a fight one time.
Ooh, how was that?
I suplexed him.
Jesus.
Nice.
Who'd
you suplex?
I don't even know. I don't even care to know his name anymore.
Oh, was it an elementary?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Suplexed his ass on Huntington.
Some guys were picking on me, and I was in 6th grade. In LA, you have junior high instead of like you get middle school. Out there, it's junior high. So elementary goes up to 5th grade, and then 6th grade you go to junior high.
So you get 3 years of junior high.
Yeah. So in junior high, my 6th grade year, I got picked on by these 3 dudes. Cause like the day before, like I got jumped or some shit. And, like three something kids beat my ass for whatever fucking reason back then. And then the next day, cause I had that's like when my cheeks here are red all the time. It's because I got decked really hard and like I just always look flushed now. Like I went to school with my dad's motorcycle jacket, and it was padded. Like it was, I want to say level 2 armor.
Oh man.
For people who don't know motorcycle gear, it comes in 2 levels, and level 2 is the stuff that like hardens on impact.
Oobleck.
Oobleck.
There's just Oobleck in the jacket.
So like if they tried to punch me, it hurt them. It was cool, cause my dad's like, "Here, check this shit out." And they started picking on me, and then like this whole group of girls, cause I was.
I remember this one.
you
The
remember
whole
this
group.
story. I was like a short little kid, and like this whole group of girls came in and started like smacking the fuck out of them. They're like, "Get away from them," cause I'm there. I'm just like. And like at one point, one of them like puts me in a
Full Nelson?
Yeah, full Nelson.
yeah. And I'm like struggling because I'm small. And these guys are like tall as fuck. So like, he picks me up.
Oh, that's ass, dude.
I kicked him in the dick though.
Nice.
Nice.
You got your shot in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they were shooting on you, so you had to make sure not to fuck with me.
Yeah. So it was my heel. And this is when I had Heelys, but I didn't have the wheels.
Oh,
And you know
dang.
how heavy fucking Heelys are.
Yeah.
So I straight got him, and he drops me, and I start running, and like the other 2 like chase after me, and the girls come in. One of them threw a heel.
Nice.
And it was fucking awesome.
Gabriel's like, huh, yes, I caused this. Indeed, yes, this is indeed my doing. Haha, die fuckers.
I was like, yeah, that's what you get.
Pat my squad, pull up on you. Bird gang.
Bird gang.
Bird gang.
It was crazy. My whole junior high experience was wild. I told you some dude had a gun, right?
Oh, and didn't he shoot himself?
Yeah.
He shot himself,
Yeah.
right? And I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't see it happen. I heard the gunshot.
Jesus.
But I heard the story from people who knew him. And I'm still like, wow.
What a dumbass.
And that was in LA?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
LA is wild.
LA makes me mad. LA Unified School District is poo-poo garbage.
Caca poo poo pee pee.
I fucking hate LA Unified School District, but go on.
It was like, my whole, like, I could do a whole thing about, like, my junior high experience. This one time, because I lived in a household where my papa smoked weed. The devil's lettuce.
I'm gonna go get my
Ganja.
pizza real quick.
Huh?
I'm gonna go get my pizza real quick.
Okay.
Go get pizza.
There's like 2 slices left. No, I can't. I'll get you the pizza.
Okay. Did you get water too?
Sit.
But before I go, I'm just gonna wrap this up real quick.
I mean, because I wanted you to continue, so that's
Oh, well then I'll just be free.
And then he just runs out the door.
If you drop your mic, I'm gonna lose my shit. No, but so I lived in a household where my pop smoked weed. So I smelled it I smelled like weed, like very heavily. But nobody could ever tell it was me. Because one day they had the dogs come in,
Yeah.
and the dog walked right by me. And I looked at the dog, and he looked at me, and the dog looked at me, and then kept walking. Like he sniffed our bags and everything, and it was hilarious, because this dog just looked at me and was like, "Nah, you're good." Even though that like I had my dad's sweater on,
Oh.
so I clearly stunk, stanky dank. It was just funny.
Nice.
LA sucked. I remember one of the last few days I was there. There was a food fight.
Food fight.
It was crazy, and I was especially happy because they were serving my favorite food that day, and it was orange chicken. My school did orange chicken. That shit was so fucking good.
Dog wasn't about to snitch.
That dog. I'm a dog person. I like as a kid. I'll tell this in a bit, but like So let me finish up the food fight, and I'll tell you my dog story when I was a kid. This food fight happened. I can't remember what happened. All I see is like something, a tray of the thing just plopped down on one of the tables, and then somebody throws back milk, and then somebody opened an open milk, and then it devolved to everybody being like, I saw a dude, because this is when we had the bag milks, so this dude ran past a girl, squeezing the pouch of milk, and just popped it over her head, and I was like, oh my god, and me and my buddy, his name's Jose, we got under the table, and we'd see like unopened packs of orange chicken.
Yeah.
We were just like,
Mine.
so as this is happening, we're just under the table being like,
Today was a good day.
we're sitting there because you could go in for seconds, but only if you were sneaky.
Oh.
So we're just sitting there collecting our amounts of food, and we're like, oh yeah. It's the Shaq meme was like.
In my elementary school, I remember if you wanted seconds, they'd be like, "Who wants seconds?" And the kids just raise their hand and we get seconds.
Yeah, they didn't let us do that back in LA. They were kind of like, you had your food, then now sit and go do something else. We had what is it? A student store. That was actually a student store. Like it was its own room.
Nice.
And like you could walk in and it was like a gift shop. And they sold extra snacks and whatnot. And then sometimes they had a little runner who would like collect the leftover foods that weren't opened. Cause I don't know if they did it at Roosevelt, but there's a table where you put like leftovers.
Oh yeah, they do that now, a lot now.
So like if you didn't want something, you put it there, and sometimes students would put the food because they only wanted like something to drink. And they had a runner who was sitting there and who would like grab all these leftovers. Like this was the only way if you were sitting inside and you like went to that leftover table. But I always ate outside because fuck the indoors.
I feel that.
So there was this little runner who would like pick it up from that area. And if you were seen taking a bunch of food, the cafeteria ladies were like, So this dude had to like grab it in bulk and run it to the student store, and they would hand it out like it was rations.
Oh my god.
It was so funny. It was so cool.
Nice.
We also had a school radio, which was interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a really cool junior high, but I still hated it. If I was a cool kid, I probably wouldn't have hated it. But yeah, this other thing about the dogs. As a little kid, I used to have a dog. I can't remember what her name was. But according to my family, apparently I fed her shit. And I'm like, wow, really? That doesn't sound right. And then they were like, you were like 2 or 3. And I'm like, that does make more sense. And apparently, because I fit through the doggy door because I'm a child. So I'd like walk out of the house doing that. And I'd walk through the streets and my dog would follow after me. And because my dog was following me, a bunch of other dogs in the neighborhood would start following me. So eventually, I had a little army of, I think someone said it was like 12 dogs following me.
12 whole dogs.
12 whole dogs. All different dogs. Some of them were similar. I think it was like 3 Chihuahuas, some mixed breeds. I know definitely a German Shepherd. I had 3 army of dogs.
Army of dogs.
A whole battalion.
Yeah, it was
An
awesome.
entire fleet.
And eventually, like, one of them, like, walked in front of me, and I'd follow that dog. And then I eventually got home.
I was trying to think of like a pun for like a pack of dogs.
Pack of dogs.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a pun, but I can't.
Pachyderms.
Something with
Oh, it's
bark.
huh?
Something with bark.
It was
You know, da 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 da, bark something.
bark.
Life wasn't rough for you then, I guess.
Oh man, you know what's great, Nathan?
Eli's bullying you.
Eli's bullying me.
Gabe, you're ugly.
Wow, thanks, dude. You fucking loser. That's why.
Fucking, that's why your name's Big Baby.
That's why you're big baby, you big fucking baby.
Times
Fucking Eli
21.
Eli.
21 times Big Baby.
Equals.
Exponential growth.
You are a big baby head. But a while back, I can't remember when exactly, but me and Afro were playing GTA, and we watched the GTA cartoons on the TV.
Oh, fuck those cartoons.
She does not like them. It is awesome.
The super robot princess.
That's the only one that I'm like okay with because it's kind of funny, but like the rest fucking suck.
Straight garbage.
Straight
you should
garb-
watch Republican Space Rangers.
I don't wanna.
It's so funny.
I'm good. I
it's so
hate
funny.
them. I hate them so much.
She watched the. It was
Detective Moorhead.
Yeah, Moorhead Rides Again, and she's like, "What the fuck is this garbage?"
Oh, the other one that I'm okay with is Impotent Rage.
Rage.
That one is okay. Other than that, like the other like 3 shows, the animated cartoons, suck. I don't like them. I don't like them.
We still have to get you to watch Impotent Rage or Republican Space Rangers. It's funny.
Okie dokie.
But that's for a later time.
Okay.
I love my favorite thing about like having friends. I know there wasn't like enough of a pause to like switch subjects, but we're switching subjects now.
I was gonna switch subjects. I was gonna say like, okay, whatever. I was gonna try to find something out of nothing.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing about friends, and like it kind of like okay. Side note of a side note, it irritates me when people are like, I don't have any friends, but they have friends.
Am I getting a phone call?
That or they're like, I don't have any friends, but when people are like, hey, how you doing? Want to hang out?
They're like, no.
They're like, no. It's like, you chose to not have friends. Don't complain about what you chose to have. Because I used to be the same way. I'd be like, I don't have any friends. And people would be like, hey, I'm having a birthday party. Come, you should come and join us. And I'm like, no.
Nathaniel? Never mind, he was just quiet.
Nathaniel was giving me this look of like, damn, Afro, call me out like that.
Oh no, I don't. I have friends. I just don't like.
I just don't like them.
I'm not. It's not like that. It's like because okay. So I was talking to Sable about this.
Power of friendship can prevail.
You sure can.
I was talking to Sable about this. She kind of got the vibe that not everybody in the group at Felipe's party was kind of like very well off with each other. And I'm like, yeah. So in like high school, those obviously the group got really fucking big.
Yeah.
And we sectioned off from each other. Mm-hmm. And there's I have friends that I don't really dwell well with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, skateboarder boy.
Where you go skating, Johnny? Taco TJ. Nice.
Like there's friends like I don't dwell well with, obviously, and then there's friends that I feel like it's cool to have them, but if they were to somehow like not be my friend anymore, I wouldn't really care.
I feel that.
And I'm not gonna say who they are because obviously I don't want to burn those bridges just yet. But I do feel that way, and friends. A lot of those times, like I don't know. I do get weird vibes off of people, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to associate myself for like a really long time with this.
I feel that the person I was talking to about like doing ASMR solfege, he's a really cool dude. Every time I talk with him, I'll try and like stray away from it because he's a super religious dude. And I'm not gonna like bash on anybody for believing what they believe in, but like every time we talk, it's like it always ends up back to God. And I'm like, look, man, I'm just trying to talk to you about like stuff. he's super like heavily opinionated, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are super heavily opinionated, and I think like in moderation, it's good to like have friends that are super heavily opinionated because then you're like, I get one side of the story that I didn't know about. But I'm like, okay, I'm trying to tell you about this anime that I enjoy watching, and he's just like,
anime.
I don't like, well, see, now anime is good, but let me tell you, like,
Let me tell you about
I'm
Jesus.
like, sometimes. But, like, I was specifically, like, trying to tell him about Fire Force, and I'm really, really bad at explaining shows, right? So I'm like, I think I told him, like, Fire Force is about this anime, and it's about this Fire Force is an anime about this kid who has fire abilities, and he's learning how to use them, and he's really good at them, and he's kind of one of a kind. He's like, well, see, that's what I don't like about animes like that, because everyone has, like, the one of a kind animes, and it's been overdone to hell and back, and I'm like,
Now you shut the hell your mouth.
Shut the hell, you bloody fucking bastard.
no, but he's just like kind of like bashes on the show, and I'm like,
What if I bashed on Jesus? Would we have a problem then?
What we gotta do? We gonna have a problem. Hey man,
You got a fucking problem.
you got a fucking problem?
oh jeez. But
This is my heel turn. What if I bashed on Jesus?
but I'm just like, okay. He watches like a couple of animes. I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want to stir controversy.
Are they religious animes?
They're not religious
Okay.
animes, but like I don't like them. They're kind of like everybody. Is, no. They're older animes. He likes older animes, which is
So he's like Full Metal Alchemist.
older. I'm talking like 90s animes.
So he's like, like
It's just
Slam Dunk.
something like that,
Right.
but not that. Fucking I'll say it. It's like Evangelion.
Ah.
Memes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've not seen Evangelion. I don't think it's my style of anime.
Probably not.
No.
Very convoluted and confusing.
Yeah. Well, now forget Nathaniel. Nathaniel is from Road. Yeah. And so like, I've never seen Evangelion. I don't particularly want to see Evangelion. I like staying in my little weird niche of animes, which consists of DILFs. Anime DILFs.
She's watching Dr. Stone right now.
Byakuya Ishigami.
Okay, listen. Okay. Eli introduced me to this anime called Kimono Michi Rise Up.
Okay.
And it's
Gamers
about
Rise Up.
It's the dude's not a dilf, but
It's pretty bad though.
it's pretty. He's pretty. It's about this professional wrestler
Okay.
who he's gonna win the championship match and then he's gonna retire. He's gonna own a pet shop.
Own a what
A
shop?
pet shop.
Oh, okay.
So Eli's gonna fucking flip his shit whenever he like listens to this. So yeah, so he says ha 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 right there. See, I told you. And then so he's gonna own a pet shop. And so he gets summoned to this other world in the middle of his fucking wrestling match. He jumps off the top rope and he fucking disappears. So he gets summoned into this weird ass like fantasy world where people are made of like there's like cat girls and wolf guys and you know all these other
Isekai.
and yeah shit like you know 3-headed dogs like Cerberuses and shit like that.
So he gets transported to another world.
Yeah, this dude's a major animal lover. He even wrestled with this dog in the ring. I think you know what I'm talking about. So he really loves animals and he will not hesitate to fucking put anybody who like wants to harm animals into the fucking ground. This dude was like, bro, we're gonna go hunt some fucking like things, and this dude walks up and pile drivers a boy on the spot, and it's the greatest.
Gonna
fucking...
go hunt some deer, and he's like, no.
Yeah, and okay, so and then fucking. So the princess I summoned him. She's like, "You're the chosen. You're gonna save our ship from the evil demon beasts." And he's like, "Demon beasts."
Demon beasts. They're trying to hurt the animals.
Beasts. I guess it's animals. And then she's like, yeah, the demon beast. And so he goes up behind her and he like German suplex position.
No.
And she's like, no, wait, we can do this after you're done with this quest, or at least whenever nobody's watching. And then he proceeds to drop her on her head. And it's the greatest fucking thing.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
And it's the greatest fucking thing. And I recommend it. I fell asleep watching it because I was tired as fuck, but it's really funny.
Bless you.
It's really funny.
Eli was telling me about it, and he showed me a clip from it. It looks pretty funny. That reminds me of a different thing, but not as cool, of an anime. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about this otaku dude who gets transported to a world where all the things that he likes exist right there.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
And he's all like, this is how elf girls act in these manga that I do. His whole role is teaching these characters how they act in the human world. And the elf girl is just like, oh, you mean like this? And she fucking wears like a maid dress or whatever. And like, it's kind of ass, to be honest. Because like, after the 5th time, he's already like, oh yeah, this is how they do it. And she does something perverted again. You're just like, okay, I get it.
Okay, I get it.
And I think one of their main thing of comedy is them explaining the joke.
That's not if you have to explain the joke,
but
it's not
sometimes
funny.
when you explain the joke, it becomes funny.
Sometimes, on very few occasions, it's funny.
Yeah.
But if you have to rely on that.
But that's like the comedy of the thing.
It's like, it's funny because he's black, It's like,
Now, see, to explain why he said that, you have to first understand the background that he comes from.
I don't mean like trying to be pissy about it. I'm just saying like, it's funny because
it's like the little snarky like, ha, that is funny because of this.
Yeah.
Like that sometimes that's really good. But no, they go like explaining.
Oh,
jokes.
please don't tell me it's like, centrifugal force equals to like the mass. Shit like that.
No, but there's another one. I can't remember, but it does the exact same thing. There was actually someone says the exact same thing on this tier list thing that I watched a little while ago. Actually, can't remember who did it, but it was like isekai tier list. Because like some isekai anime is really good. For people who don't know, isekai anime is just when a character gets transported to another world. That's like the premise of the anime. Or like gets trapped in a world or some shit. There's a tier list about it. It was pretty funny. But some isekais are pretty ass. Not gonna lie. That's from the JoJo videos. Like, no isekai here.
Yeah, okay. Because I didn't know what isekai was.
Oh yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Very few isekais that I like. And I can't remember the ones that I like because I watched them once and was like, wow, that's pretty okay. I much more enjoy anime like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Or if you're cultured, you watch an old anime that nobody talks about so that nobody can shit on you. And that's really the only way to do
Oh
it.
yes, I do enjoy Akira.
Akira's.
Who didn't like Akira? I remember. Oh my god, I had a class with this when I still went to Roosevelt. Roosevelt. When I still went there, there was this teacher. He was just a TA, but he was an older guy. And he used to see me drawing, and he would always like wonder like, how's this dude passing? Because all I see him do is drawing. What he doesn't know is I can pay attention and draw.
I can multitask, my man.
So I'm listening to like the teacher lecturing, and I'm drawing. And then he was like, all right, do this thing. I switch the papers out and I do it all, and then I go back to drawing. And he eventually like walked up, and because he's like, hey, is your work done? And I'm like, yeah, it's right here. Because you weren't supposed to turn in your work until the class was over. So he like walked up and he was like, oh, okay. And he's like, what are you drawing there? And he saw my thing. He's like, oh, is that anime? And I was like, yeah, get a lot of my inspiration from anime and stuff. And he's like, "That's cool. I want to get into more anime. I watched Akira a long time ago, and then I rewatched it because I remember I saw it in a store, and now I've been looking like some anime and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I know a few good ones. It's pretty funny.
You turned him into a casual anime watcher and then straight into an otaku.
Imagine not being able to multitask.
Bro,
Teachers think it's impossible.
fellas, is it gay to have a girlfriend?
It's pretty gay, man. Because you like someone who likes dudes.
Fellas, is it gay to be able to see?
Is it?
I don't know. Fellas, is it gay to be able to multitask?
Wow. Man. I think the last anime that I watched by myself, because we're watching an anime together.
We're watching several anime
We're
together.
watching 3 anime together.
Is it 3?
JoJo, Dr. Stone, SAO.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's right. We do have to finish off SAO.
Yeah, but like the last anime I watched on my own was Lupin the Third, and I want to get back into like watching like.
Oh, Eli's calling me.
Oh, what do you want, Eli?
Dude, I freaking love Nathaniel, dude. Oh man,
What's going on, Eli?
nothing much. I just see you guys were doing the podcast, and I was like, dude, Nathaniel just told. Oh man, how's your guys' night going though?
It's going pretty good. You know,
chill, man.
podcasting and whatnot. Talking about anime and whatnot. Talk about life stuff and whatnot. You know, all that kind
yeah,
of
and the
stuff.
fact that I'm still gonna fucking kill myself wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't have the guts to do it on my own. I have to do it in front of people for money.
What was that?
Nothing. Listen to the podcast and maybe you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in the podcast listening to it.
Oh, jeez, that's trippy.
He's like, oh, dude, he's like in the 5th dimension right now.
I'm a whole 4th dimension ahead.
Yeah.
We're out here living in 2020. He's out here living in 2084.
He's like 2016. Cause like he's doing too much.
He's doing too much.
I was talking with Sable. She was like 2016 didn't
Catch you
exist.
later, Eli.
I just wanted to freaking talk to you, freaking say that is what I had to say for Nathaniel, dude. I'm so happy you said that anime.
Alright, well, later, my guy.
Later, my dude.
I was talking with Sable. She was like 2016 didn't exist, and I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. 2016 was wild. We had people pretending they were frozen in time. We had
Shit.
clowns.
Fuck, I remember the clowns.
We had Donald Trump running for fucking president and somehow winning.
Nobody thought he would win.
Nobody thought that was gonna happen.
Nobody can deflate the emperor.
It was wild as fuck. The trends were all weird. What were we all doing? Why do people say?
2016?
Why do people say summer 16 is the best year of our life? Because I think I'd like to repress that memory.
I genuinely do not remember 2016. I remember one really bad thing happened, and that was it.
What happened?
Or actually, it was a series of bad events.
There was a lot of bad shit.
A series of unfortunate events. It's such a good show. You should watch it. Read the book. It's a good book.
The book was exactly the entire year, though. Like, it was like, wow, we have killer clowns. That's cool. We have clowns threatening to shoot up schools. That's cool. We still went to school anyway.
Yeah, they're
We
threatening to shoot up Roosevelt.
You know,
All right,
like-
we're going in.
Yeah, you know, we had, like, I feel like there was like group of kids that would have just stepped up no matter what, you know.
You know what? You know, like my thing is with here in Fresno. I used to say this just about Cambridge, but like, actually, what would happen is if a school got shot up here in Fresno, like
half of the kids would have been like out on
Yeah,
the
they would've
front lines,
been like-
arms open, you know, chest exposed, bearing it all, and be like, fucking do it.
yeah, half of our or like 25% is gonna be like, do it, pussy.
Yeah, you won't.
The other 25 is gonna be like, we gotta go, and then the 50% is gonna be like, what, bitch?
Everyone's gonna pull out their own. They're gonna have a fucking rubber band gun. Which one you want to run that?
Like, run that shit.
It's so like. I think of 2016 and I'm like, what the fuck?
What happened?
Yeah, like
I don't even remember what memes were popular. I remember dabbing.
Yeah.
And then Hillary killed it.
It was alive for a brief split second.
That was the rise of Fortnite, I think.
Was 2016 Fortnite?
Was
Hold on,
it?
I'm just
I
gonna
don't think
look it
so.
up real quick.
Or it might have been
I
17.
think it's 17. I imagine not being.
Yeah, I'm
able
gonna. Or are you looking up a meme calendar?
26. Here, hold this.
I got it.
2016
the mannequin challenge.
meme
Yeah, look up a meme calendar.
calendar. Oh God.
Oh, that boy.
Oh, that boy was prevalent. It was prevalent.
Oh, Arthur.
The Arthur Fist
memes,
meme.
Arthur
Dark
Fist.
Kermit.
Oh, fuck those dudes.
We are number one.
Go, yeah, that was cool.
Well, that was like a meme over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Kazuki in February. That's right.
Harambe.
That's right.
Oh yeah, she was like, oh, we had kids falling into fucking zoo enclosures.
The Ted Cruz Zodiac Killer. Yeah, boy.
Oh my god.
And then the music. It's like, don't play no trash me.
I have a. You sent. I was looking back on our like pictures in a chat, and there was one. It was like, hand me the thing. Okay, but don't do the thing. Me place the thing already, and it's like the drawn one.
Yeah, I love those memes that progressively like get minimalistic.
Yeah.
But like expand it, and it's so good.
What? Hit me with some more 2016 things. See if we can jog my memory.
Imagine being so R.I.P. Harambe. I wish I was with y'all. Hi, what's up, Kellen? that boy.
Kellen's in the chat?
Yeah, Kellen's in the chat.
My chat's not updating.
Y'all cannot convince me. R.
Dude,
I don't know.
dude, I even though I lived through it, I am not convinced that 2016 actually happened.
You want to know?
2016 was filler.
Okay, so but what was 2013 though?
I was.
2013? Whoa, 2013?
That's when we met, wasn't it? 2013. Was it 2012? We became friends within 2013.
Yup. I've fucking known you for a long ass time.
Yeah, too fucking long.
Holy shit.
People who know me from middle school get like a fucking senior citizen discount already.
Dude, like.
I do something and you have to pay to see it, man. Shit,
Well, I
you
mean,
get-
I know a lot of people that you know now from back then are like, "What's up, commie?
Yeah.
Fucking communist."
Yeah. Okay. Look, you said commie. It's yeah.
Communist.
I'm so upset that people now are just calling me a communist with like no context. Because I briefly mentioned it. I'll mention it again. In middle school, I was a communist, as all middle schoolers should be.
as all middle schools should be.
We shared everything. Communism.
Try to hold it to yourself. Gulag.
Gulag, straight to the gulag with you. But I was a communist in middle school, and then I changed my ways when I got into high school, because obviously you cut that middle school shit out real quick when you get to high school, because there are upperclassmen that you like want to hang out with, and you just gotta kind of let go of your middle school self. But like, so like my freshman year of high school, I was still a communist. I bought a communism shirt from New York because the Chinese lady was.
Wait, do you still have this shirt? No.
I do. The sleeves are ripped, and I don't know where it is.
And I think you told me about it one time.
You sent us a picture of it.
Yeah, I did. I'm probably just gonna throw it away. You know,
Hang it up on a wall.
I sure the fuck won't.
Aw.
Be trying to get a job and somebody's like, oh, so what? You know, I tried to take an interview in my house. You know, dress nice, top up, and it's like, excuse me, ma'am, what is that red shirt on your wall?
Hi ho.
It's like, oh, that is nothing.
That is nothing.
That is nothing. We do not talk about the red shirt on the wall. 2013 was the rise of shitty One Direction fan fictions.
Dude, I forgot about One Direction.
I They still don't exist to me.
Me and Garo, we used to sing your songs, like, ironically.
That's the One Direction song?
Baby, you know.
Oh, I don't think the only like acceptable version of that is a one by Niga Kiga because it's all about making money off of preteens, and that's the only one that counts.
Wow, that is wild.
We sucked in middle school.
Yeah, we did.
Genuinely were terrible.
Yes.
We did totally suck.
Did I trigger awful memories?
No.
Did you?
Did you trigger awful? Did you read One Direction fan fiction?
I read one just to see what it was all about, but look, man, I was deep into my animated yaoi about Sonic and Shadow. I was a hard. Okay, I opened up a can of worms. Let's go. Let me just empty out the can.
Please.
Look. This is 2013 version of me. I read Sonic fan fiction. There, I said it. It's out there.
You wrote it?
No, I read it.
Oh, read it?
Hell no, I didn't write it. I read it. I looked for all sorts of juicy fan fiction.
I thought of fan fiction. I never put pen to paper.
I wrote.
Before.
Okay.
I will absolutely rue the day when my wrestling career goes so far and they start writing fan fiction because I will seek it out.
That means you
And
made it.
I will.
That's how I know I'll make it.
I will-
There's fan art and fan fiction of me.
I'm all right. I'm all right with fan art. I will seek out fan fiction and I will destroy it from within. I will destroy it from within.
Comment it and report it.
I will be like, please delete this with the gun emoji. Yeah, delete this right now.
You're gonna have a walk just to see that fan fiction.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a
You're gonna have to go on archive of our own.
deviant art.
Fanfic.net.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. Okay.
Kellen says, when do I get to be on the podcast?
When do you get to be on the podcast?
I don't know, Kellen. When do you get to be on the podcast?
You have to join us physically.
I just show up here.
Nathaniel exists. He permeates through the door.
Yeah.
Giant podcast.
I
giant
hear
podcast.
a podcast gonna happen, and I just like
Materialize on the couch with everything set up.
they just see me like just fade through.
Like
the door.
we're setting everything up, and then like Nathaniel's mic suddenly appears, and I'm like, where did that get there? And then he slowly materializes onto the couch.
Yeah, that's how that works.
I would love somebody to animate that. Just like, as we're like setting things up and it's just.
It's like reverse Thanos snap. We're just. And we're just like, what the fuck? And he's like, I've been here. I've been waiting for this moment.
This is me in full wrestling gear.
A schedule.
Job.
On average.
Well, you don't tell us what your schedule is. Besides, we like do it exclusively on either Friday or the weekends. Around. Well, we don't have a set time actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Because it used to be like noon.
Friday around noon.
Because that's when I'd get back from helping out the high schoolers. But you know, you kissed the mic.
I sure did kiss the mic.
Nice.
I kissed it too. That was for you. That was my Valentine's Day gift. Sorry.
Yeah, happy leave out.
Happy
Oh,
sad
okay.
boy hours.
I started talking about it, and I physically wrote fan fiction, which is
Garbage.
arguably worse than typing it out.
Because at least you can delete it.
I mean, you can't set a digital work on fire, but you can set a physical work on fire. Anyways,
Release the tainted souls.
I physically wrote exactly one fan fiction. It was 40 pages long. I was so proud of it.
40 pages.
No, my bad. 43 pages long. And I wrote it in pen and in pencil.
You dead ass wrote an entire like Harry Potter book.
That's a whole novel, bruh.
And I was super into Hetalia.
Oh, I was gonna say, was it you and Herobrine?
No, I also drew me and Herobrine. I thought he was cute. There was one artist on DeviantArt who drew me. Whoa! I'm about to expose myself on the internet.
Yo,
Yeah.
Steve with the white eyes, he looking kind of nice.
Oh,
though.
damn. Herobrine
You look
looking
kinda
kinda
thick,
thick,
though.
He looking kind of nice.
That was me
Damn, he
in,
kinda bad, though.
in middle school. Okay.
Might have to holler at that boy.
I watched The Legend of Herobrine with my family, and we watched it together, and then I watched it by myself. I'm gonna spill my guts out to everybody. This is the kind of shit that you don't find out about me until like, you've been knowing me for like years.
It just bleeps out. It gets bleeped out.
Bleep. So I used to a protect.
You used to role play.
I know I don't.
Oh, a protect. Reverend Scavern.
No, but what's it called? Yeah, I used to be into a lot of things. I'm not really ashamed of it now, unless somebody came up to me and was like,
Garbage.
like, so I heard you were into Herobrine fan fiction.
I feel like that's a really niche kind of
It is
field.
really niche, and I can tell you right now that there are less than 100 fan fictions of Herobrine reader inserts. Most of it is Herobrine and Steve.
That's unfortunate.
There's it's like Rule 34, but just fan fiction. It's garbage because how about this? Rule 34, Section A. Fan fiction.
This is wild.
Nathaniel, is this something that you wanted to hear today?
I came in here and I'm like, yeah, let's talk about sad things, and now we're on fucking Herobrine fan fiction. I just wanted to talk about my feelings.
Okay. How are you feeling now that you've heard of Herobrine?
How do you feel at this very moment?
How do you feel?
Confused. I'm like disheveled, I think. I don't know how
You
I feel.
feeling deplorable?
I feel, I don't know. I feel like my voice is gonna take it's gonna change a lot because obviously I'm talking in a different tone, as you can clearly tell. And
Thanks,
that's
Garrett.
because I'm feeling a sort of
Garrett's in
way.
the chat too.
I can't stop being attracted to greasy, emo, good video game men. That's real.
My birthday is next Saturday. Dang it, we're doing a podcast with Moses because he's got his guts to spill to us.
Oh, can't they both be here?
Can they both? That's too many people.
There's too many people. What do you mean? I just won't show up.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Because you've been here for like every episode.
We can put you on call.
I don't know about that. I'll be here. I'll just be like behind here.
Just chill right
Yeah,
there.
true. I'll be like a gremlin in the corner.
Because then, like, we don't have enough mics for that.
Well, I mean, they can use this mic.
We'll see. Because it depends on what day Moses is available
Yeah.
on. And he's going to come here and we're going to do the podcast. Because we got a very juicy story from him.
But Nathaniel, what's going on? What's going through
What's
that brain
going
of
through
yours?
that brain, bro?
In this moment in time after what I've heard, or in general?
It's in general.
Both.
Well, in terms of this moment in time, I have to adjust my voice again because I need to feel how I did. I'm going to mentally block what I just heard.
He's going to repress this
I'm
memory.
going to repress it.
And then he's going to play, like, he's going to see a thing where it says Herobrine. He's like, I remember Afro used to read Herobrine fan fiction.
Because I don't see the appeal of Herobrine over Steve. Is it the eyes?
It's like the fact that he doesn't exist.
Oh.
That's the appeal.
Oh.
like
I don't understand. So
I'm not going to pretend that I understand, but that's weird.
It is
that's
weird.
weird. Well, in terms of general, I don't know. I don't know. In the preferred answer I would give that question is how I'm feeling in general is. I would say I'm just vibing, but I really don't know how I feel anymore in terms of like what's going on. Because I think a lot at night, and I'm like, wow. After school, we work and we fucking die. What the fuck is the point of life,
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, we have all these like like I can work. You have business opportunities, and you can work your way up through like ladders and shit. But you know, in the end, the business is gonna live on, and you're just gonna be another cog in the machine. So, how do I figure out something? How do I immortalize myself within this world? Because obviously I'm not gonna be here forever, and our time is very limited. How do I make a positive impact that can probably spur other people to be like me? Because obviously I'm not created like a lot of other people, and neither are like all my friends. So I was like, I honestly, I just want to make people happy. That's like my main thing. I want to protect my friends, and I want to make people happy.
Yeah.
I feel that.
And you know, I feel like if we just work and die, what's the fucking point? So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm hoping to see out of wrestling. Because well, it's fun and shit. You know, I feel like I'm supposed to wrestle, but there's like there's chunks of me that are being slowly fulfilled, I think. Obviously, like there's like the younger kid version of me that's like, yeah, I want to wrestle. Fuck yeah, dude. Undertaker, Tombstone, Randy Orton, RKO. Excuse me. And then there's like that angsty teenager me who just wasn't like happy with himself because he had no shoulders. And then it's like, well, fuck, you know. And then high school me who was just very depressed. I don't know how to feel those last two, but I'm sure working on the little kid version of me. And I must say now that I am a very happier person than I was in high school. Probably because I don't have to deal with a lot of bullshit other than shit that goes on at home. Even then, that takes a toll on me, but fuck it, I just block it out. And in terms of like where I am with myself, by the way, I fucking hate how I talk. Because I spur into an accent sometimes.
Just sometimes.
Sometimes like I go really country, and I fucking hate it.
You grew up listening to country, my guy.
No, I grew up with my grandmother who says Warsher.
Wrestling.
Wrestling Warsher, and she says everything with an R.
Worcester dishes.
Worcester dishes. But I fucking hate how I talk, so I hate my voice. I don't think it sounds appealing, and I hate my face because I have to stare at it all the time. So there's how I feel about myself. I think I'm pretty cool overall, but in terms of how I feel in general, I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, and I think I'm doing pretty well.
I feel that.
You know what? I fucks with that, like on all, like the entire level.
Garrett just said, Nathaniel, you are literally iconic.
Oh man.
Mood.
Thanks.
Mood.
Same. Bro, that is like literally me right now.
Like you tried to mentally block what I said about my.
Oh, Kellen said some wild shit.
Wait,
and
what?
And I physically, and I will refuse to say anything more.
Okay.
Just know that it was not PG-13 nor rated R. It was like adults only over the age of 65.
You know they have,
Over the age of 65?
Did you know they have like straight adult movies where it's all like, because there's rated R and then there's like,
adults only.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know.
That's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why I said adults only over
Oh,
the age
man.
of 65.
I didn't know that they had that.
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh boy.
You don't want to be in a quick sidetrack. You don't want to be in a movie theater watching porn with like 65 other people.
What? Me and the boys used to do it all the time back.
I'm
in
with the
day.
science team.
No, I'm with the science team.
Anyways, go on what you were gonna say, Nathaniel.
I don't know. I don't know. If it were, I think about my personality a lot. And like, I don't even know who I am anymore. Cause I don't know how you guys view me. I don't know how you view my personality or like, you know, what you guys think of me at all. So it's like, in my own head, I think my personality is something like super big brotherly, and I just want the best out for people. But I don't know how you guys could be funny memer black guy.
Oh no,
I
I know that's why I don't know how you guys feel about me. That's why I'm like,
think you're a fucking bitch. No,
oh, dude, same.
no. I definitely get what you're coming from though, cause like I'm always trying to be like, hey guys, hope you're all doing okay. I always try to like make sure people are always doing all right. But I never know. I'm like, do they dislike me?
Yeah. I think about that a lot too.
Because I know way back when I used to be like, I think Nathaniel was annoyed by me. And if you were, I don't care. Because like sometimes I'm over here, I'm like, Nathaniel, shut the fuck up, man. Because like for me, like we've been friends for so long that I'm like, yeah, this dude's basically my brother.
Oh, whoa, dude.
What?
Oh, fuck me. Damien had like a turtle man inside. I totally forgot where that came from.
Turtle man?
Yeah, fuck, what was that?
It was a drawing, wasn't it?
No.
No?
Me and him had a class with each other, and I was like, oh, fuck, what was I don't even fucking know. I do remember that, though.
I thought it was from that one time you went to Anime Club, and we all did a drawing thing.
Cool.
And then you guys drew Turtle Man, which was some weird...
It might have been that.
I feel like that's what it was.
That might have been that.
Because I remember when I used to help out with Anime Club, I'd like walk around like and see like, so what are you guys working on, you know? Even though I was like younger than most of the people. And I'd be like, hey, how are you doing? And, like, I was trying so hard back then. And then you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys made a flying fucking egg ship turtle. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, but it
You
sounds.
know- you get what I mean when I
It
say
sounds
egg
like
ship?
something that would come from my brain.
But, like, you get what I mean when I say egg ship, right?
I think so. Like
an
the Eggman
picture-
thing. Yeah.
It was a fucking turtle. And I think it spit rockets.
I don't know. That sounds something very, very, very from my brain.
I don't know. That's what I think of. I think of Anime Club when I saw that. But yeah, no, like, in my head, I'm always constantly thinking what people think about me.
Same, dude.
Because I'm like, I think people don't like me, and then people are like, nah, you're super cool, and I'm like, am I?
Yeah.
And the thing with me is like I get compliments so rarely that I don't know how to handle compliments.
Nathaniel, you're cool as fuck.
You know,
Bro, the Italia rap. I'll give you a second I'll give you a second, but like my thing is like, because with a lot of my friends, like with you, because out of our friend group, I think I've known you the longest. Like we've been friends for the longest, and every time I'm like, I love this dude. He's super fucking cool. I don't tell him because I feel like he should know, and we have that type of relationship where I'm not gonna tell you because you should fucking know. And I give you shit because you're cool.
okay.
And that's how I see you, because I'm like, we're like brothers, so I'm not supposed to tell you I love you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, bitch. And like that's our dynamic.
Okay. Okay. I get that.
Hi, Afro.exe is working again.
Afro,
Hey.
do you remember the Italia rap we did for Club?
A Bima Club.
A Bimu Club.
Germany is how could you forget? Oh God, I
Want
I
to spit a
don't
verse for us, babe?
no, I can't.
Okay. Look, my name's Germany. I started World War II.
Oh my God, Nathaniel. No, I don't remember it. Like
all the rage, we killed half the Jews.
I don't remember it. I'm sorry, but like a part of my brain, like my subconscious remembered, but won't tell my conscious, and so I shed a couple tears. It hit a nerve, and I don't know what nerve it hit. But it hit.
Repress it right now.
I can't remember. I don't remember the words. I remember the feeling, though. I remember the feeling. And that's why I cried a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a bit. Your eyes were puffy.
Oh my God. Nathaniel, let me tell you what I think about you. Because in high school, I would always pass... let me tell you something. I only hung out with Garrett during high school, and when Garrett wasn't there, I would just kind of meander aimlessly. Mostly because I didn't want to make any more friends. But I always saw you hanging out. People live here?
People live here. I'll get it.
I always saw you hanging out with, what's it called? Always hanging out in the stables. And I'm like, there was like 10 of you. All just hanging out there. Like you.
10 of Nathaniel.
It's just 10 Nathaniels.
10 whole Nathaniel.
But,
That'd be a riot.
oh god.
That'd be wild.
That's
Dude,
a bunch of
your
awkward black
YouTube
guys.
career would take off.
But you would hang out with like all of your friends, and I think the one I know for a fact that you were really cool because you always I thought you were really cool because you always, out of everybody at Roosevelt, you were like the only one who would wear like super brightly colored like sweaters.
Oh, that's right. Dude, your white puffy jacket.
I was very exotic.
And like that like stood out to me amongst all the angsty ass teenagers wearing black. You know? So I'm like, wow, that dude's pretty cool. And I remember a couple times I'm like, man, I really want to go and talk and like say hi, but I was intimidated by your coolness. If that makes sense.
You're a real man.
What?
Oh,
Did
what?
we invite them?
I told them I was going to play scary games later.
Oh, hi. We are podcasting. It's 2 new challengers. I guess, do you want to continue the emotional conversation at the end?
Nah, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I was just that guy that just wore crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
High
don't
school
know.
was a weird time.
I thought you were cool.
I think my time in high school really morphed who I am today, almost in some way, shape, or form, because I really do like wearing colors, except I think I look best in like black and like gray and shit.
Purple was your color.
It still is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he doesn't wear a lot of purple anymore. Once we had matching purple polos.
I remember that.
Yeah, I forgot when we wore those. We wore those probably once.
Yeah, on the same day that was cool.
Yeah, because Johnny got us purple polos, and we were like, "Fuck yeah, polo boys."
I hate polo shirts so much.
We look so fucking good though.
I'm glad.
Oh,
you-
man.
You guys could really dress nice when you guys try.
When we tried to, me and Nathaniel looked fly as fuck. Like, remember with that weird weird interview we went to and still never got a call back?
Which, yeah.
When we- no, not that. No, me and Nathaniel.
We went to it was super weird, but we just,
We went to someone's house
Yeah.
to get an interview, and we pulled up in suits.
yeah. And we pulled up in suits, and they were like, we weren't expecting you to pull up in suits.
We were like, this was meant to be like more of a casual interview, and we're like, oh.
Oh, we said, oh. We both collect, oh.
We had a stream after that too. It was
Yeah.
called a business stream,
Yeah,
very professional.
very professional business stream, very professional. We need to do more
Very
streams.
serious business stream.
Yeah. we were in our suits and we were just drawing.
Really?
Yeah.
Still one of the funnest streams.
It's,
we've had.
it's really funny. And then that I kind of like, because of that stream, it kind of made me want to do things like I wanted to play games in like full on costumes.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Like,
Like I want to play Dark Souls in a full set of armor, you know, and have Moses be like the person in like the thong.
you want to have Moses. Nathaniel said it. Nathaniel wants Moses in a thong.
No, but it's like a loincloth, like. And,
Nathaniel wants Moses in a loincloth.
and because he's like the skinniest person, and like and they're called the depraved, and they're like they have no stats at all, but like they're just supposed to go through the game, you know.
Nice.
Nathaniel wants Moses to wear something. That's all I got from it.
Wow. Okay.
What's up?
My honest opinion, I like you guys. If that means anything, you guys are definitely like older siblings. Thanks, man. You're super cool. I wish we hung out more.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, dude. I miss hanging out with a lot of the people from Anime Club actually. Because I remember when I was running for president.
Oh man.
I made sure.
Gabriel 2020.
Yeah, no, I like I made it a thing where I wanted to know everyone in Anime Club, and like before like I left Roosevelt, I knew everyone in Anime Club, and I talked to everyone consistently. I'd go around and I'd say hi to everyone, and I knew everyone by name, and I'm a little sad that I don't know a lot of them now. But yeah, Anime Club was a super fun experience, and I wish I still talked to a lot of those people. But yeah, Anime Club was pretty wild. Anyways, you want to wrap it up now?
Let's talk about the Dirt Devil Power
what?
Max
What?
vacuum cleaner.
Oh, vacuum cleaners?
Oh, my vacuum cleaner doesn't work.
No,
It's garbage. It spits out dirt.
uh,
Yeah, the vacuum cleaner doesn't work.
I'm trying to figure out if there's like one last thing.
What color are you gonna dye your hair next?
I'm still going for pink.
You're still gonna pick
We're
green?
gonna get a redye soon.
Yeah, we're still going for pink.
Are you gonna go like hot pink, or are you gonna go like
Whatever pink,
mauve?
It's kind of like a dark.
whatever pink is sitting on my
So
thing right
mauve.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that Arctic Fox?
now. Is that Arctic?
Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
I wanna dye my hair, but it's not there yet.
You gotta get it long locks first.
Yeah.
See, like I think I'm trying to make myself more approachable by dyeing my hair.
Because people, when you dye your hair and it looks really cool, people will be like, "Oh, wow, it's super cool."
Yeah,
I remember when my hair first got dyed. I went somewhere. I think I went to go see you, or we went to go do something. And like somebody on the bus was like, "Wow, your hair looks really cool. Where'd you get it done?" And I was like, "Oh, a friend did it." When people ask me, it's like my friends did it, because I don't know if Sable considers me a friend.
I think she does. I think she.
Because it was like that was my first time. No, it was my second time meeting Sable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if she considers me a friend. So I'm like, my friend's friend dyed my hair, and it was super cool. Ripped my eyebrows out, and I was bleeding. And somebody the other day is like, "You shouldn't have been bleeding." I'm like, "I was bleeding." I remember Nathaniel was like, "You're bleeding," and Sable's like, "Shh." It was funny. The video's great. I can't wait to upload it. It's pretty spicy.
Yeah, I'll edit that soon. I'm trying to make myself more approachable by like in terms of like I think me with full beard looks very intimidating.
A little bit, but that's what I'm used to.
I know.
When you showed up and like, cause the way you have it, it looks really good.
Yeah,
I like how your beard looks.
She gave me a lot of shit. Sable gave me a lot of shit for shit.
For shaving like that?
Yeah, cause she was like, "Why'd you shave this shit?" And I'm like, "Cause there was nothing there." Like
Yeah, I constantly shave this part off, and then the ends of my mustache so they grow back fuller.
YouTube won't let you joke anymore.
Wait, what?
Did you spam? What'd you do?
It gets all silent.
Talk about that My Hero Academia movie coming out.
There's another one?
Movie coming out? I haven't been keeping up, man. I've been busy playing anime games and beating
I've been busy not watching My Hero Academia.
Oh, what the?
Wait, for real?
Wait.
It's a one-day thing.
It's one day.
Wait,
Dude,
where can
I love
view it?
my.
Manchester,
I'm pretty sure all like movie theaters.
What? How come I haven't seen the ads on Instagram for it?
I love my nut macadamia.
Facebook and Instagram.
I-
You follow My Hero
I have not been on.
I love my nut macadamia.
My Hero Macadamia?
My nut macadamia.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Crunch your toes.
I did. I'll do it again.
Check your Discord. Get it.
Check your Discord.
I like how you said check your Discord, and I just got a message. from Discord.
Check your Discord.
I'm trying to make myself more approachable.
Wait, somebody say, "Oh, okay, checking my Discord. What's going on?"
I really hope that me going pink hair would make me more approachable because I know I look like a total asshat a lot of the time. Me and my resting bitch face. And Sable is not afraid to tell me that I have resting bitch face. It's really funny. So in turn, pink hair I think would make me more approachable because it shows, hey, I'm pretty cool. I think, you know.
I feel that.
And I'm trying to wear more out there things in terms of sweaters and outfits.
That's just unfortunate.
We're gonna wait.
Would you like to wear more out there things?
Yeah. What?
They're parked out by you. She wants to know.
Okay. Wow, it's a perfect moon for a world.
Oh no! Read the last thing because it's new.
Where do I start? Where do I start?
Oh, is there multiple things? Okay, when right after my last.
Okay.
It's time
How
to
is how is your mom's vacuum ventilator cylinder? They both been around since 1985 and I fucking sucked the entire time. What's he short for? Because he's got little legs. Why is a chimney so cheap to install? It's on the house. I'm so.
That's great. Anyway.
Nice.
Anyway, I think this it's breaking down now.
Yeah.
So
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast.
yeah, it's breaking down.
Before we turn off the podcast, I just want to let you know, Nathaniel, I want the world to know the 5 concurrent viewers that are currently watching.
Oh yeah, one
The
of them.
4 people that are currently watching. Nathaniel, I think you're a really cool dude, and this is like the teacher part of me. The teacher part of me is gonna tell you that just actually do not, whatever you're trying to do, don't stop, because the moment that you stop is the moment that you give up. And I'm not talking I'm taking a break. I'm talking where you just drop it and never pick it up again.
Oh no, I never do that.
Yeah.
I never stop.
Since we met, you've still been consistent, or not consistently, but you still kind of do everything that you've been doing.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that
Keep it up.
He
Yeah.
still wants to. Damien still wants to know more details on the business.
on the business, we'll report that another time. We're gonna iron out a few kinks in it, and then we'll probably have a full thing for it actually.
Kellen says, let me know if we're going to do a
Yeah,
podcast.
I'll
I'm
tell
on
you
call
guys.
Saturday, the 29th at 6:30 p.m. And I'm completely off on my birthday, March 1st.
What?
Kellen's comment.
Oh, okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie artichoke. Well, this has been the Bear and Bird podcast.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Tuning in. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell if you're not subscribed already to get notifications when Gabe uploads videos. Because sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm not. You can just stick Nathaniel's face over mine if I'm not here and you guys want a
Hey, can we
podcast.
enlarge my face real quick? Can we enlarge my face real quick?
So in the event that I'm not here because I have ceased to exist or whatever have you,
Which he has become ethereal.
when I legit just stop existing, that happens. Just do that. Yeah, just no. You just do that. And it's just like you started the podcast with Nathaniel, not me. But anyways, yeah. Any final comments?
Wow, this is really tough. I think. Why y'all niggas looking at me? Okay. Well.
That's the end of the stream.
This is like the
Well,
moment.
thank you for your time.
This is like the moment where it's like you have to close out a presentation, so you're just like, so yeah, no, okay, so I'll tell you what I told Sable. This world is really shitty, but your place in it doesn't have to be. So stay happy, and that's it. That's it. Woo
We'll
woo.
be here.
You do you, boo.
Hopefully next
Wu
week.
Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
Thank you guys for watching. Wow, 2 whole hours.
Nice.
Very nice.
Let's go.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Oh man, we're still going. Ooh.